Ça fonctionne. Bonjour tout le monde. J'avais un petit problème de conf. Il a juste fallu que je relance le matériel. J'ai pas compris. Comment ça va? Comment allez-vous? Salut Zank. Zanf, pardon. À chaque fois, j'ai un petit peu de mal entre Zanf et Zank. Salut SG, salut Felpas. Alors, là, la première chose que je vais faire... Bon, déjà, comme vous voyez, là, le truc noir au sol, c'est du verglas. Donc, on va faire super gaffe hein, pour commencer. Grosse blague. Il y a du verglas partout ce matin. C'est la merde. C'est la merde. Donc ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais partir là en direction de Lafayette, rejoindre Miguel, c'est l'invité de ce matin. C'est un journaliste qui travaille pour la télévision allemande, d'après ce que j'ai compris, on en saura plus un petit peu plus tard. Là je suis déjà à la bourre, donc je suis désolé, je ne vais pas trop vous lire jusqu'à ce que j'y arrive. Je vous lirai au feu comme d'habitude. Pour ceux qui ne connaîtraient pas le live, le principe c'est de se balader en live dans Paris. Aujourd'hui on va parler... Oh merde, j'ai pas mis à jour le live. Je vais remettre à jour le titre dès qu'on arrive à un feu. Oups. Voilà. Ah, j'aime pas trop un véhicule comme ça. On va arriver au ralenti, voilà. Donc il faut que je remette à jour le titre du live. Première action à faire. À chaque fois j'oublie un truc. Ce matin j'ai oublié de lancer la configuration serveur. C'est pour ça que j'ai eu un petit problème de conf. Oula, ça tapait fort là. Ah non, c'est une vieille voiture, une épave qui retire. Salut Planète Assistance, comment ça va? Petit live matinal, hein, comme tu peux voir là, il fait pas très chaud. Hein. Merci pour le follow, je dirai un petit peu plus tard tous les follow qui arrivent. Pour l'instant, direction Lafayette et je m'arrête au prochain feu pour pouvoir vous lire. Hop. Alors, première mise à jour, le titre du stream, mission Paris-Versailles, non, c'est Découverte, verte, de la mutation, du futur je sais plus comment j'avais dit sur Twitter, du futur de Paris. Découverte du futur de Paris. Voilà, hop. Mettre à jour. Voilà. Et on est bon. Merci Sushi pour le 3e mois consécutif. Merci beaucoup pour le soutien. Et bienvenue à Raton Brillant et à Toranga et à Alex. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Ah oui, on a même décentralisé. Oh, sérieux? J'adore le contenu qu'il fait sur Twitter. Et à Mob Baran. Ok, Lafayette, c'est à droite. J'avais dit à 30 rendez-vous avec le mystère, mais bon, je serai à la bourre, j'ai l'impression. On va pas se presser, hein. Donc j'ai rajouté des petits updates sur la map en haut à droite, comme vous pouvez voir. Déjà au niveau du refresh, ça devrait être plus agréable. Et ensuite au niveau... Et là je suis content, j'ai réglé mon système de vitesse sur le vélo. Mon dérailleur, il ne fait plus aucun bruit, il est beaucoup plus agréable. J'ai l'impression que j'ai moins déraillé aujourd'hui, j'espère. J'ai tout refait. Donc ça peut être sympa. Ah oui, c'est vrai que je pourrais lui dire où je suis en live, t'as raison. Je vais lui envoyer un message. Hop. Je vais m'arrêter là et je vais lui envoyer un message. Très bonne idée. Merci Zanf pour l'abonnement. C'est très gentil. Merci beaucoup pour le soutien. Alors attendez, je lui envoie un message. Tac. On my way. Allez, écrire avec les gants, c'est pas évident, hein. Ah. J'essaie d'écrire avec les gants, c'est l'enfer. TTP. Ah non, pas. Je veux Twitch. Twitch.com, yeah. Slash. Il va halluciner. Alt display. Yep. Allez. Oh, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il y a le train de live déjà? Ah, il y a la lentille qui commence à faire d'un petit peu de... Tiens, c'est un nouveau feu ici. Oh, c'est tout nouveau. Bizarre. Attendez, je règle la lentille. Bienvenue à O123. Ah oui, merci pour le M12. Donc il y en a qui suivent sur la map, vous pouvez ajouter des M12 quand ils sont manquants sur les feux. Les M12, c'est ces petits triangles qui permettent de continuer quand le feu est au rouge. Alors, on va essayer de continuer tout droit. Direction de Lafayette. Ensuite je prendrai Poissonnière. Bonjour Grassfield. Et bonjour raton brillant. Raton brillant. Ok. Surtout que ça ne le fait pas aller vraiment beaucoup plus vite que moi, hein, j'ai l'impression. Alors maintenant, direction poissonnière. Poissonnière. Hop. Ah là, il y a le petit feu piéton au rouge, donc on va s'arrêter parce que j'ai aucune visibilité sur ce qui arrive de la droite. Voilà. Puis de toute manière, le feu là-bas est rouge. Exactement, un GCUM, c'est un automobiliste qui se gare comme une merde. Ça rajoute un petit signet sur la map. Et ensuite, cette map-là est utilisée par la mairie de Paris et par les associations pour signaler les points qui sont problématiques. Ce que j'adore, c'est que je me fais doubler par des cycles qui vont pas vite. Ils pensent que c'est utile. Et bon. Ils vont me redoubler au prochain feu rouge, hein, c'est sûr. Donc là, à droite, je bénéficie d'un petit M12 qui me permet d'aller tout droit. Attendez, poissonnière, je me suis foiré ou pas? Je crois que j'ai un peu loupé poissonnière, non? Je vais vérifier sur la map. Je crois que j'étais trop vite. C'était derrière moi. Je vérifie. Ok. Tac, itinéraire. Je lâche le chat 2 secondes pour rejoindre l'itinéraire. Je crois que je suis vraiment juste à côté. Ah bah non, c'est bon, je continue. C'est bon par là ou pas? Ah, non, faut que j'aille à gauche. Et c'est quoi la rue? C'est rue Bleue. Hop. Rue Bleue. Ouais, rue Bleue. Rue Lafayette. Je crois que c'est là, rue Bleue. Rue Bleue, parfait. Ok, maintenant j'ai plus qu'à chercher Miguel. Pas mal là les stationnements qui bloquent un petit peu l'accès. Alors maintenant on cherche la station vélo et on cherche Miguel. Alors où est Miguel? Ok. Miguel? Oh, nice to meet you. Hi.
Nice mask.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Valeria.
And it's
We try, but this is broken.
Oh, okay. So first you want to rent bike?
Yes.
So,
so
I
we can
introduce
follow
you the chat
Okay.
on Twitch.
Okay.
So it's the people who are gonna to follow us,
Okay.
like can give us some advice for place you want to discover. So you have just to tell me what you want to discover. We go to this place. Chat can ask questions. I change with them.
But it's only chat. There is no video, no photo, or how is it?
It's here.
Ah,
They can see.
So Twitch is connected here.
Yeah. They can see what I see.
Oh, great.
So
That's
I
amazing.
prefer to tell you it's on live. So if you are not very comfortable with,
No,
I can...
I'm all-
no,
all
it's
fine.
why I just want to be super clear. So it's like that I work. So that is my work. So everyone say hello, Miguel.
Ah, hello.
So that is super
We are ready
cool.
to ride.
And they are all the time super nice. So it's super good. It's super nice to do that with them.
Perfect.
So anyway, I can help you with the bike. So you can see on the bike, when you see the sealant is wet, that means you don't have to try. It's already broken. That is people who say don't try to use this bike. It's broken. When I finish my rent, I show that. Okay. So you have different kind of of bike. You have the blue one, it's electric.
Okay.
And the green one, it's mechanic without electricity.
Perfect. Okay,
So,
then I think probably the blue for her and the green for me.
Okay, perfect.
I'm ready to ride.
Okay. So for check, you have 3 checks to do. I will show you.
Yes.
Quick.
But can we do it here? Or...
Yeah, of course. You can rent one here.
I
but
thought,
I mean,
I thought you need this.
no, it's the one you want. But
That's so cool.
you have to check, of course, the wheel if it's good enough. Okay. And after you have to check if it's pedaling. This one look great. On the screen is working. This one is perfect. Just a little sheet of bird, but it's fine.
That's fine. It's part of the game. So what do we do?
Oh, after you have to. I don't know if you take a card already.
What card?
If you subscribe to the service or not.
No, because we
Not
wanted
yet?
to do here, but
Okay.
it's not working.
Okay. Oh shit! Yeah,
That's
here
what I
it's
mean,
not
that-
working.
That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, it's here. Oh, it's. Oh my god.
That's what I mean.
Oh, it's a shit. Okay, I will find another one to rent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is welcome in France.
Yeah.
So, ok, la première chose qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va essayer de trouver un autre point vélo. Donc je vais chercher. Alors l'objectif aujourd'hui, c'est de découvrir Paris. Oh, sometime I will speak in French on alone for speaking with the chat.
Bike. I like it very much.
Thank you. So next, la première chose qu'on va faire, c'est qu'on va déjà essayer de trouver un endroit. Donc pour ça, moi, je vais utiliser une application. So for that, I will use an application who tell me where is the next station. Bike station. We are gonna to check where is it. So you see, I will search for one bike. Okay, so here we have one, but it's shitty one. It's not working. The next one is here, rue des Écoles.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not far. It's very near.
Yeah. So we are gonna to walk to this place,
Okay.
rue des Écoles. You know where is it?
I think it's right and till the end. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have to take
Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah. It's
rue du Faubourg. Okay. So next step is that we are trying to have a Vélib.
Cool.
That is the first goal.
Yes.
So it's a long time you are here, Miguel?
No, we arrived at the 2 a.m.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the flight, that's why I didn't respond yesterday.
Yeah,
because
yeah, it's fine. I'm
The flight
just
was delayed also.
Yeah, it's fine. I was of course a little bit worried because I have to plan like
understand.
everything for the day after, and I'm like,
we left 5 p.m. home.
Yeah,
We
see.
arrived to the hotel at 2 a.m.
okay.
No
So,
way.
dans le chat, si vous comprenez pas quelque chose, n'hésitez pas à me dire. Hein. Je ferai de la traduction. Okay, so yeah, we're going on
This is
the
a
right.
really beautiful area. Eh? We are very happy with the
Oh,
location.
cool. It's not like what I can say, the most kind of Parisian place. You have, of course, other very nice location. That is kind of okay. But you see, from the beginning, you already have a bicycle lane in front to your building, like I tell you.
That's good.
You
But
have,
but this is new or they were before?
That is the old one, I think.
Okay.
On almost everywhere you have bicycle lane who are starting to be created.
That's great. So I think that would be the interesting thing, to show streets where maybe 1, 2, 3 years ago there was no bike lanes and now there are.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
then we can use Google Maps to show the before and now we feel the
Yeah,
after.
yeah, yeah. It's very useful to use Google Street for showing
now
the
it's
evolution.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Dans le chat, oui, s'il y a des personnes qui ne comprennent pas, évidemment, essayez de traduire pour elles. Merci beaucoup à... Alors, attendez. À Berlix, si tu veux. Ça peut être vraiment sympa. Mais j'essaierai de m'arrêter de temps en temps pour parler en français aussi. Est-ce qu'on a loupé des personnes? TS, Rudo, bienvenue et bienvenue à OA. Je l'avais déjà dit. Oops. So it can be also good because you are two, so you can also continue to speak together, and I
Yeah,
I
no problem.
speak to the chat.
Yeah, no
So
problem.
it can be.
I just, it's my first experience with Twitch. I didn't even know how it works or
So
what it is.
you are gonna to see. I really love it. It's like 2 months I do that, like every week, on the 2 times in a week, and that is a awesome experiment because you have a lot of brands to connect to you, and they can sync, helping you to thinking differently than you, bringing new idea and construct your life together. Like it's completely something different than YouTube. It's oh, I just want to show that to the show.
That's so cute.
So we have a beer, we take a coffee. So cool. That is something giving to the Mary's Paris for blocking some space because of the COVID. You can sit. So sometimes they give some beer, so like that people have a beer between everyone.
That's a good,
It's a nice
cool
way.
idea.
Yeah, it's a nice.
It's a friendly way to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you were saying, so it's like more community, no? This thing that you do, because YouTube is, you put it and then there is more interaction.
Yeah,
no?
exactly. That is the point. Like a lot of interaction, and the community I have is very kind. So it's also very nice to share with them, to take time with them, to show them things and discover things with them. So I don't know. I really like that.
That's
so
great. And your GoPro is also filming?
yeah, it's the GoPro with filming.
But I mean, you have a card.
Yeah, inside. Yeah, in case of yeah.
Great, perfect.
So like that, I don't have the layer because I have the layer on Twitch. On Twitch, I send you the link. Like that, you can see a little bit how it look like. You have the chat on the right. You have also a map to show where I am. And you can add animation by. So, for example, the chat can ask me, go on the right, go on the left, go on this place, and they can also add location to the place.
Okay.
Like if they want me to go, I don't know, in opera, they can say we are adding a pin on the map, and you can go to opera and follow what I'm doing.
And what's happening in Twitch, is it recorded in screen?
Yeah.
So we can have it later?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's great.
You can have all of your tweet later.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So we can use a part of it in the movie or
Exactly, of course.
something. Great.
It's close to there now. You follow where we are. We will see. Rue Faubourg-Poissonnière. Oh, it's there. Yeah.
Yes.
I was feeling it's not far. Be careful. So you speak in English or in German? I don't really follow.
No.
You tell me if you work for the German television?
Yeah, it's the main German TV.
Yeah.
It's the main German public TV, but we have different channels.
Ah, okay, I see.
And for example, this one is for mobility channel.
Okay.
So it's about mobility. So it was mostly about cars, but now we are trying to show different ways of thinking.
Okay.
So this movie I was filming already in Amsterdam, Groningen, Hamburg, Barcelona, and now Paris, which are the main movements.
I see.
And the movie is going to be called Reclaim the Cities.
Oh,
so it's
cool.
to reclaim the cities for people.
Cool, cool.
So it's changing the paradigm for the last 100 years. cities
Exactly,
belong to
yeah,
cars.
yeah, completely.
Now we are trying to show that it can be another way.
Et bienvenue à Camille et à Sigurdsson. Si vous avez des questions ou autres, n'hésitez pas, hein, je vous lis de temps en temps. Là, on essaye de louer un Véli pour pouvoir enfin se déplacer dans Paris. So it's working, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Ah, l'application Vélib, tu préfères? Ah oui, vous avez raison. J'ai complètement zappé cette possibilité. So you see, chat already give me idea in case of it's not working. They give me the link to the application on everywhere. So it's also that, like I can sync to everything, so they also help me in the thing. So I didn't see them before. Désolé. Merci Recha. Donc effectivement, si jamais, if you can't run for that. You want some help for?
No, I'm just asking her if she
Okay.
wants electric or normal. You want electric? Sí, lo que tú quieras.
I think the 24-hour, yeah, it's more interesting. And you are here for vacation?
With him.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
So you just enjoy, it's like kind of vacation for you? Yeah.
Yes, for me it's
Okay.
vacation, for him it's job.
Okay, I see. I have the same thing with my girlfriend.
I love my work, so it's kind of vacation also.
Yeah. I share the same thing. Like when I go last time to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, I do that for work, and my girlfriend was with me. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Like she enjoys the vacation, I'm working, taking images, but it's also I don't really feel that like a work. It's my passion to do that. So.
But your work, it's work, no?
My work, it's that I do right now. Yeah, it's like Twitch, YouTube, showing the mutation of Paris and explain how it can be better. So it's kind of my job. Yeah.
So we also
Every day, it's only.
Yeah. No, I do that for a few months. I try to see if I gonna to stay like that, like keeping this kind of way to work. Because before I was a developer, backend, so I create websites, but I prefer to move only into that because I really enjoy to do that. So.
And only with bicycle.
What do you mean?
You go with bicycles always?
Oh, yeah, all my trips is with bicycle every time. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have to find a place that you like where you can explain all this to us.
It's you choose. You are my guest today, so
Yeah,
you
but
do.
I mean, it would be great that you just what you are saying, you explain to us, to the camera and everything. So you can choose a place that you like,
Of course.
or that you feel is more representative.
Yeah, of course.
And then you explain me this because this
Completely.
is great.
Ah oui, they tell me be careful. The 24-hour pass, it's only for 6 trips by electric.
Ah, we took the normal one.
That means you took, but don't put them back to the station more than 6 times because you can't have access.
Okay.
It's because of delivery guy in Paris. They like to use bicycle all the day. So because of that, Vélib have to find a way to stop them. So they do that, but it's bad for you, like who are in vacation and can really enjoy the services completely because of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. But then you can have it as long as you want. You don't need to give it back.
Exactly, but you are gonna to pay a little bit more. But I don't know what is your
super
budget.
Cheap. We paid €5 each.
Yeah, but every time you are gonna to rent, you pay a little bit. You see?
Okay, but I can have it 24 hours and don't have to...
No, you have to 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes I have to change?
Yeah, that is the point. You have 30 minutes, but if you want to keep it more, it's €1. And after, if you keep 1 hour more, it's €2 by hour.
Wow.
So it's not really expensive anyway, €2 for 1 hour.
Okay, so I have already... So now what do we do to make the bike?
No, you have ticket.
Yes.
Yeah, on the ticket they give you an ID, I think.
Okay.
You have an ID?
No, more long.
You have 2 tickets.
No.
Yeah, perfect. On the tickets you see an ID here, and another ID for the other bike. You have 2 ID.
I took one for 2 bikes.
One for, okay, so you can use the ID on the bikes. So you start to unlock.
Let's see if this is a good one.
Like that. Oh yeah, you have to check before, yeah, like I tell you.
So I just wait to click in.
Yeah.
The blue is more.
No, la eléctrica. Las dos tenemos para normal. A ver.
Ok Richard, bon, on verra si jamais ça marche pas, on verra. Salut Julien, j'avais pas vu que tu étais arrivé. Oui, donc aujourd'hui c'est un petit peu particulier, je vais parler en anglais, en français. Bon, en tout cas ça a l'air de... And you are gonna to hear a beep, I hope. Yeah, and now you pull. Yeah, perfect. You have your bike. At the end, we manage. Oh, so did you speak in German or not at all?
I can,
Okay.
but not perfect, but I can.
Oh, okay, I see. Because some people ask me if we are going to speak in German. I say no.
Yeah,
For me, no way.
The channel is very international, so we distribute in all the world. So our YouTube channels are in English mostly.
They ask me if I know German. I say das absolute minimum.
Well, you know something.
Like some direction or something, but like I just learned that in school in a long time ago, so it's barely like there. Kind of Ich bin Appleman. Is this sound?
Yeah, the Appleman.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh, you need some help? Oh, it's okay.
To confirm, I must.
No, here.
Quelqu'un se rappelle du nom de la dame? J'ai oublié. S'il vous plaît, aidez-moi. Ok. Faites un effort. Rappelez-vous. Merde, il va falloir que je redemande. Personne qui se rappelle. Oh yeah, it's that. Oui, c'est ça, c'est ça. Non, je crois que c'est ce qu'a dit orthoglandiste. Comment c'est? Oh, did you speak French or not at all?
Un petit peu.
Ah, cool. Cool.
We are ready.
When you want.
Okay.
So, what is your first place you want to discover?
No,
It's me?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can follow as you like.
Oh shit.
So,
Oh, maybe we start by Rivoli. And because you show me different places in Paris. So, le live, vous pouvez voir, il y a différentes places que j'ai mis. Il y en a à Rivoli, il y en a in the 17, dans le 17e, et il y en a une tout en bas de Paris, in the south of Paris. So maybe we can start with Rivoli. Okay. So Rivoli, I think it's here on the left, on straight.
Perfect. We follow you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean.
Oh, Richard, if you, some people ask me if they can join for helping for the trip.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Totally.
So, il sait, like, si vous voulez joindre et je sais que Richard, because I know someone in the chat, it's super good for explaining. Like, he come to another of my live and explain me a lot of things in Paris. On that, also, it is super funny stuff. It's like some people can join to help, explain. And,
that's wonderful.
It's what I tell you with live. It's why I want to show you this experiment, because I feel it's something very valuable.
That's great. You know, when I came to Paris,
yeah,
because I could have sent somebody from here, but I wanted to come myself to make sure to include what people think. So that's my point to come here.
I see.
To show what people think. So when we go to places, I want to introduce you or something.
Okay. Oh, be careful of the car. I don't know where you want to go. Okay, go on the left. Fine. Oh, on this one too. We are gonna to let him pass on after. And you didn't shoot this camera or?
Yeah, I have here the camera,
okay.
the microphone.
Yeah, you want
Gopro
to
as well.
you want to tell me when you want to stop anyway.
Yes, not to me. The nicest thing is to go to 3-4 different places to show transformation.
Okay. So of course, Rivoli, it's a huge place of transport.
And then maybe, so one topic that I don't know your opinion about is about identification, because that's a topic that many people say that perhaps all this plan could be wrong or bad. So
you see, that is kind of old roads without any bike on anything, and we are gonna to reach kind of. We are gonna to reach. We call that Grand Boulevard. It's all around Paris, and you have two, three things like that. You have Grand Boulevard. No, you have one even close to La Seine. You have one here, Grand Boulevard, it's all around Paris. And I have another one, it's called Maréchaux, it's on another time, all around Paris. So you can turn all around Paris with bicycle lane now. Oh, it's Lydia?
Sorry?
Lydia?
Valeria.
Ah, Valeria, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So if...
Valeria, you want.
Valerie, fine. So we can go on the left here, and I will show you Sébastopol.
Okay.
The most used bicycle lane in all of Paris.
Okay, nice. And is it new or is it already?
It's quite new. It's in 19 they created, I think. So here it's a little bit messy. We are gonna to in front of Grand Rex. That is also one of the biggest cinema in maybe I say some shit, but maybe in France. You have a super huge
Wow, nice.
place inside. It's quite nice. So we go on the left. Ah, c'est l'IMAX qui a la plus grosse salle de cinéma. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Non, non, c'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. Maintenant, je le sais. Orthoglandiste. So that is a bit annoying when car park here in front of bike lane. So here sometimes you can see triangle. Here there are no triangles, that means we have to stop on the light. But sometimes I will show you we have some triangle on the light. Okay. I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
that.
I will show you that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, like in the shot they tell me it's time for delivery, so we have this kind of problem because Paris Council didn't make maybe enough station place, or drivers sometimes find that more easy to park in the bicycle lane. So that creates this kind of problem. Bah, en même temps, la piste cyclable ici, elle n'est pas formidable, hein. Ils auraient vraiment pu la mettre sur le côté droit et déplacer les parkings à gauche, quoi. Ouais, c'est bien Verlix, vous avez retenu les prénoms. Départ. J'ai essayé de faire ça en scred mais ça n'a pas marché. Ceux qui va voir le replay, il va se rendre compte. So we can stop here, I will show you something interesting. Here they're pretty fun, they make lights like that in French. They are pretty kind of bad for the crossroad. So sometimes they create this kind of thing, you see?
With the blocks?
Yeah, no, I mean for the bicycle lane in the pedestrian side.
Ah, okay.
So that is just for turning here.
Ah, okay.
And for weight here. But
okay.
Nobody knows how it's working. That is very funny. Like I have to make topic on my YouTube channel to explain how it's works because nobody uses it. Okay. Like usually the people are gonna to stay here, not using this space. Yeah. So that is...
Maybe they should put a sign or something.
Yeah. And you are going to see some of that.
Okay.
On that, the yellow stuff, it's called Corna Piste. That is a place parade during the COVID.
Okay.
So now they are starting to remove all of them. You are going to see in Rivoli, they remove a part. We are going to see that.
Okay, cool.
Oh, and if you have any question...
Yeah, perfect. I'm going to take out my Gopro. Okay. So I will be shooting you while you are riding also.
And you can, of course, like I tell you, use some of my images if you want on Twitch.
Wonderful. Yes. Yeah. I want to film you as well.
Okay. So I will put my mask. Like I explain you, I didn't show my face.
Ah, okay. I didn't know. Okay.
Because I don't really like. I'm not very comfortable by. I don't know, like. I want to be like Daft Punk. Once I remove it, nobody know me. It's perfect like that.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, of course. Il les retire pour les remplacer, tout à fait. Ah, petit coup de lingette sur la caméra. Ok, je fais ça. So it's also fun. It's like people ask me, can you clean the camera, please? We can see some stuff.
Very nice.
That is also good because when I shoot alone, sometimes my images are not perfect because I don't see some stuff, but here I have 100 of people who can help me for everything. When I miss something, it's like I tell you, it's a lot of brain who are here thinking for you, helping you. That is so cool.
So now it's shooting.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Our face.
Yeah, it's what I ask you if you are comfortable with before starting that. Because some people are not comfortable like me. I'm only comfortable if I have the mask when it's going to shoot. You are shooting with a GoPro 7? 8? Oh, okay,
black.
nice. Okay.
Oh, cool. I will just have it in the.
Oh, where did you put that, the camera? Oh, you didn't have a placeholder?
No,
Ah,
I didn't bring it. Yeah, but I don't use it. I just want to make a small shot.
Oh, I
of
mean,
you.
shot like me, but it's fine, okay.
No, I just want to be with the hand shooting you.
Okay, I see,
Just
okay.
a couple of shots.
Okay, fine. En fait, mais Julia, il faut juste que je le retire la cam pour que ça puisse s'aérer quoi. Et puis oui, en fait, c'est un petit peu comme les Daft Punk. Les Daft Punk, c'est ça, ils retirent leur masque. Il n'y a jamais personne qui les fait chier, même s'ils sont l'un des groupes de musique les plus célèbres. Personne les connaît. Et ça, c'est génial. Ok, let's go. That is the sound of Vélib.
I have one
Yeah.
cat.
Every Vélib do this kind of sound. It's horrible.
Cat.
And here you have a pedestrian area.
Oh, nice.
When you continue here, you can go in the center of Paris by a pedestrian area.
That's great.
But we are gonna to ride into the bicycle lane.
Okay, perfect. I'm most interested in the action that has been done in the last year.
Okay.
Because we are trying to show the 15-minute concept.
So we can also, after we can go in the 17 if you want.
You like?
It's you, huh? it's you who shows where we go. Okay, no, I don't know what he's going to do, so we are gonna try to pass. Okay. That is kind of super annoying. Oh, j'avais jamais remarqué que pour accéder à Sébastopol, il n'y avait pas de M12. So, that's here. On the right, Sébastopol, the most used bike lane in all of Paris.
Great. And do you have any mic or something?
Yeah, the mic is
The GoPro mic.
the GoPro. Yeah.
Okay, but you don't have any extra mic.
No, I use that around GoPro.
Okay.
It's for cutting for the wind and it's working super well. I have super good quality of sound.
That's really good.
And it's Dolby sound. So that is also cool because people can know it's a car passing on my left or my right.
Wow, that's
So
very
it's
nice.
very good. So you can see in the chat people also add M12. That is a triangle. That means it's missing. I will show you. So all of that, bit noisy here. All of that on your right, it's a pedestrian area. It's maybe why they choose to build a bicycle lane in two-way in this place. Because you don't have any car who can come from the right. It's only for work. Oh, we are gonna to see a very nice thing. It's here, the direction for bike. So you see here it's called itinéraire. It shows the bicycle lane we are on are going to Châtelet to tramway Porte d'Aubervilliers. And that is crossing to the center of Paris and to the north. All of this bicycle lane is continuing without any stop. And you have the same thing in the Rivoli one. I will show you another card like that.
Okay.
That is pretty new.
This is very new. Okay.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that, it's at first it was a bicycle association who created that. They put a lot of cards on the street and they say, here it's a special bicycle lane and you can follow this path and you are going to the center of Paris.
So they made like the itinerary actually.
So at the beginning it was an association who created that, and after Paris get the idea and create that.
That's really nice.
It's like a work between association of Paris, and I pretty like this idea.
Okay.
But of course that is super small. Like you see, we have to stop to understand this thing.
Yes.
We can't ride and understand what does that mean.
No.
That is pretty bad. It looks like it's for pedestrian, not for bike.
Not for bike, yeah.
But maybe it's coming some.
Yeah, first step.
Yeah. Okay. So after I will show you the count of bike in Paris. It's a little bit further. Salut, bonjour tout le monde, tous ceux qui viendraient. Alors pour ceux qui ne comprendraient pas ce qui est en train de se passer, je suis avec Miguel et Valeria qui vont préparer un documentaire pour la télévision allemande. So be careful here. That is a bit it's a bit annoying because they don't put light for bicycle here. You can only follow the light for the pedestrian. You see?
Oh,
so
yeah.
you have to stop here.
In the middle, yeah.
Yeah. So in Sebastopol, I think it's not really finished yet. It's like in progress. And sometimes it's a bit narrow like that. So it's pretty hard to pass someone. And just after it's getting super big. Here it's super big area. It's not the same wide everywhere. So no, maintenant je cherche le compteur. Je crois qu'il est là-bas le compteur. Moi, je crois que je le vois d'ici. So here the same thing, I have to stop usually, but we don't. You see it was red, but you don't really pay attention.
Yes.
And sometimes, like here, they put light for bike. So you see it's a bit random. You have light, sometimes you don't, but you have to be careful every time you pass, you cross the intersection. And here it's the compteur. The compteur. The thing for count bike who pass here, so we can stop a little bit.
What is that?
That is for counting. You see, it's gonna to be 14 because 2 bikes pass here, and they count how many bikes pass here every day and every year.
Maybe we can make it this here.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Le counter, the counter. And that also interesting look. It's not gonna to change. It's only counting bike. It's not counting the people who pass with wheel or with yeah.
Vamos a quitar la bici de aquí mejor.
Vous avez vu, ça compte que les vélos ici.
Sube la bici.
Ça compte pas les EDPM. So we call that EDPM. In Paris we have no street transportation. We have bike in the code de la route. It's in the law. We have bike. We have EDPM. It's like how we call that? Scooter?
Scooter, yeah.
I think the people were like that. Is scooter?
Yeah, scooter.
Okay,
yeah.
scooter. So you have scooter. It's called EDPM in France.
EDPM.
On one wheel. Like
Okay.
people who are only in one wheel, it's EDPM. And now we have another thing. It's called cyclomobile, and it's people who don't have pedal on the bike.
Okay.
Some people are just on the bike like that, and now they have the right to go. And it's another vehicle.
Category, yeah.
So we have three kind of vehicles in Paris.
It only counts the
that
bike.
is counting only bike.
That's cool. Alright, ¿te importa quitar la bici ahí?
Electric scooter, ok, thank you. Bienvenue à Clad 59. Et bienvenue à MHS et Kimday, Sigurdsson. Et si vous avez des choses à recommander, n'hésitez surtout pas pour voir l'évolution de Paris. Des choses que j'aurais pas pensé, oublié. Et malheureusement, en face du compteur, on a vraiment un truc dégueulasse. Ça, c'est... Enfin bref. Donc là, une autre trottinette et on va voir que ça la compte pas. Et non. Ah oui, exact. On va aller voir la vélorue, tout à fait. Mais c'est intéressant parce qu'il y a beaucoup quand même de trottinettes qui passent, mais elles sont pas du tout comptées dans le compteur. Je dirais qu'elles représentent peut-être 20% du trafic. Ça me paraît beaucoup 20%, mais ça me paraît... C'est quand même peut-être un nombre intéressant. Ah oui, le tunnel de la Concorde, tout à fait. Oui, oui, si ça passe dans le live. On a déjà fait le dernier coup, mais je vais lui montrer. Très bonne idée. Artist Fan Club, comment ça, comment c'est possible?
So we set the mic?
Ah, you want to put a mic? Okay.
Yes.
I don't have it.
It would be perfect if we could make it inside the jacket, you know?
Ah, okay, I see.
So then it's better so you don't have the wire.
Okay. So that is... Ah, I pass that inside.
Ah no, then you pass this.
What does that mean? Ah, the mic, okay.
To the top and it comes up.
Okay, I see.
Wow.
Oh. Okay, so the car is here, fine. Can you hold me that, please?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Good gloves. Wow.
Okay, that is with battery inside for keeping warm.
Really, eh?
Yes.
Wow.
It's
Very nice.
pretty cold here, so I prefer to have warm stuff. Okay,
It's a good
so
idea.
now where do you want to put?
Yeah.
I'll let you manage.
Sorry, which neighborhood is
Sorry?
which neighborhood is we are?
The name of the street?
Neighborhood.
Neighborhood.
Oh, I think it's Château d'Eau, I'm not sure. Le chat, vous pouvez me confirmer le quartier où on est? Je crois que c'est Château d'Eau.
Position. Okay, you can put here.
Oh, you have enough space inside because
Yeah,
I'm okay.
Perfect. I want to make sure it will not fall. Just like that. Just like that. Good.
Ah oui, oui, par rapport au compteur, c'est ça. Thank you. Ils m'ont pas confirmé, mais je dirais que c'est Sébastopol et... Oh, je parle en français. Je dirais que I can say here it's Sébastopol Street. And here it's kind of, the name is Château d'Eau for me. I'm not complete, and we are close to Châtelet. We are, maybe Château d'Eau it's a little bit more over there.
Okay.
It's a pedestrian area. You have Châtelet pedestrian area, and Château d'Eau another pedestrian area. It's two very big pedestrian area in Paris. Châtelet and Château d'Eau.
And maybe here is one club very famous of jazz. There.
Oh, I don't know. I know.
The street of the bar jazz.
Maybe, but I'm more listening jazz in the 19th. I also like jazz, but I don't really go usually in the center of Paris, more in the 19th. We have also a very nice one, it's called La Gare.
Huh?
just a old gas station.
Where?
In the 19, close to
19 district.
yeah, close to a rail, because it was before old station.
Cool.
So they changed the station, and inside they do kind of jazz jam on.
Jam session.
Yes, so
wow.
cool, so
Wow,
cool.
wow.
It,
Cool, cool.
yeah, very nice.
I will write there.
Okay, okay.
My mobile.
I'll show you. Yeah. C'est plus haut Château d'Eau, ok. Mais vous me dites pas où c'est. Château d'Eau, c'est plus haut, ok, ouais. Donc là, on serait plutôt à Châtelet, c'est ça? Ah, Cap Beaubourg. Turigo, ok. Le nom du journaliste, c'est Miguel. Attendez, mais je peux vous donner le nom complet, mais... Peter Sport. Ok. Et bienvenue à l'ami Caution.
Okay, can we do it?
What do you want to do?
So maybe you can explain to us that this is what you told me, that is the most frequent street for bikes in Paris,
Okay.
and this is counting how many
Okay.
bikes come.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if maybe we can speak a little bit about the.
Just ask me question and I will answer.
Perfect.
And we do that in a very like normal way to speak. Maybe I feel more comfortable with that. Just like I speak to you in the street.
That's
like,
perfect.
Just fluent.
Yeah.
So, maintenant vous êtes dans les coulisses du shooting.
Very unfortunate timing. With the
Yeah, very noisy.
Okay, let's try.
But it's fine for you with the sound, or maybe we can pass another moment here. They have another counter in Rivoli, maybe it's gonna to be great.
Okay, let's try the next one.
Yeah. For the sound, it's I know the thing.
yeah.
I also work on that, and sometimes sound is more important than the images when you make something.
For me, totally most important.
Yeah. When you do video, it's a huge thing. I feel that, like the sound, more than the images.
If it is more frequently street,
It's fine. In Rivoli, you are gonna to also have a very nice view.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know you have two places like that in Paris.
Cars is fine, but this is just.
That is
way
super
too
annoying. Yeah. Bon, ça sera la prochaine fois dans le making of. So here you can see it's already 2,500, and we are gonna to see in Rivoli how many there are on the day.
Okay, perfect.
So to see, we can feel a little bit a difference, like the number.
Wonderful. Cuenta el número de bits que pasa.
Oh,
A mí me ayuda si mantiene la vista
also like that I can introduce you. You have a lot of place if you want to do your stuff. It's free in Paris and you can just use it. It's very easy.
Ah, it's free?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. All right, let's go.
Okay. Ok. Oh, un livreur à vélo. Allez, on est parti, direction Rivoli. Ah, franchement, je suis trop content pour le vélo, vous imaginez même pas. J'ai tout refait là, il n'y a plus aucun bruit, il n'y a plus aucune... Avant, j'avais un rayon en fait qui était un petit peu de travers, ce qui me faisait que la roue arrière était un petit peu voilée. Là, j'ai tout refait. Un plaisir aujourd'hui de rouler. So here, it's a bit messy. It's a bit complicated because pedestrians have a light for them. You see, we are gonna to stop. I will show you the. Here, pedestrians have a light for crossing, but only for the car place.
Okay.
For the bike, they don't have any light.
Yeah.
That means
So what are you supposed to do?
bike have to stop all the time they see pedestrian.
Okay.
But sometimes pedestrians are going to stay stuck there, waiting. Is getting green.
Okay.
So it's creating a lot of
Confusion, yeah.
confusion between pedestrian and the bikers, because some things have the priority. For example, bikes who come from this direction and they go there, they see a green light here, so they think they have the priority, but no, they have to let pass the pedestrian.
Of course,
you see, it's super confusing. So
yeah.
I also try to explain that in the video I publish on my channel, but I'm gonna to make a special analysis of this place in Sebastopol. Ok, donc là on va aller en direction du compteur de Rivoli. Miss Julia, ouais, en fait, soit mettre les feux piétons de chaque côté, et là c'est clair pour les piétons, soit mettre des feux vélo à chaque fois, exactement comme ici. On est bon avec la map, elle fonctionne? Parce que j'ai pas checké ce matin. Enfin, pour l'instant j'ai pas de retour, donc j'imagine que c'est bon. And here you have a red light.
Yeah, okay. Street.
Yeah, sometimes it's... So that is...
wish I could have seen more of this planet. There's still time. That is a nice thought, but no.
On a retrouvé le live juste avant Rivoli. So they explain here how you can go, how you can continue.
Okay.
Now we have to pass on the right and going on the right to, if we want to go on the south, but we are gonna to go on the left for joining Rivoli.
Okay.
And like that we can show the counter of Rivoli and you can take your images in front of the Paris Council. So here we are going to stop. You see it's cops. Maybe they are putting fine to bicycle who are not respecting the light. I don't know.
Similar, yeah.
Or maybe it's for car. I don't know. Oh yeah, you have a fine. He gets fine. Yeah, so cops are fining people who are not respecting light here. Ça y est, c'est l'heure des amendes. Yeah, when it's green. Et ça, c'est la tour Saint-Jacques. You can also visit this tower. So you see here, you have the same thing. For the yellow one. So you have the kind of red one, the one before, the line 4, called in Vélopolitain. That is a thing introduced by the association on Paris. And now it's pretty funny, they put the bicycle lane like before. Before it was on this way. And after they used this lane for bikes, so it was very huge, but now it's narrow again.
Okay.
So it's changing a lot.
Nice.
Okay, and we go to Rivoli. We continue. If you want, we can continue to La Bastille, and after go back and do all of Rivoli.
As you like. Yeah.
It's just you tell me, because for me we can ride all of the day. So
For me, what I'm interested is what I told you, the places where we can see
okay,
transformation that has happened in the last 3-4 years. That's what I'm more interested for me.
okay. And don't forget Valeria. I don't know if
Yes,
if
it's
she feeling great. Okay,
Yes, it's good.
okay.
You good?
You're good. Because I'm used with my girlfriend. She is not used to ride a lot, and I can ride all of the day, so sometimes I forget a little bit.
I talked her to, she's not going to jail.
Oh, I can finally show you the triangle. So here you see it's a triangle. So that means you have only 3 rules to follow for respecting kissing. Once the light getting red, you can continue if the arrow going in the same direction you want to go.
Okay.
And after, you need to let pass all of the pedestrian on this place, on the pedestrian. You need to let them pass. And if there are any car around you, you need to let them pass. And once everyone pass, you can pass, even if it's red.
Okay.
You see? So for this one, we are gonna to wait, it's getting red, just for passing when it's red. So we wait the pedestrian pass, and now we can go.
Okay.
Even if it's red. And here we don't have any. Yeah.
Well, this is right. Is that the Council Hall of Paris or not?
Yeah, that is the Council of Paris.
Ayuntamiento.
We can make a stop in front if you want, and the counter is just in front. So here, of course, we have some trouble with car. We are not really respecting.
Don't get fined. Only.
Hey, stop! My God, it's red. What the fuck? Yeah, they run into. What the fuck? Yeah, they rush into you and it's red for them. That is super annoying. You have take the right decision to stop. Don't force. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah, that is.
to take phone.
It's-
Phone, so.
¿Qué te pasa? ¿Aquí? Vale. Dímelo, si quieres parar, dímelo, vamos, no tienes que estar ahí. Para un segundo, paramos. Está el ayuntamiento. Aquí, imagínate la entrevista, aquí, con la alcaldesa.
Oui, tout à fait.
¿Igual?
Okay, let's go. So you see here it's 2,200 almost. So it's 300 less than Sebastopol. 300 less cyclists who pass here from this morning. So it's a little bit less, like you can see. But here the sound is much better because you don't have anything. You have 2 ways to shoot. You can shoot on this, on have that, and shoot there. Yeah. Because here you can also see all of the street. So it's like you want. Okay.
More silent. Here.
Sorry?
More silent.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
All right.
Ah, c'est 2020 qui vient de passer. Bon, bah, il m'a pas vu. Trop drôle. J'ai pas tilté de l'appeler. Il repassera peut-être. Pour ceux qui connaissent 2020, qui m'avait rejoint lors d'un live. Peut-être qu'il me cherchait. Il m'a pas vu m'arrêter.
Shall we do it?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right. This is
You want me to remove the helmet or it's fine?
It's fine.
Okay.
So maybe you can tell me where are we and what is this for?
So here we are almost in the center of Paris, close to the Council of Paris, just there. And that is something who help to count the cyclists, to show to the people there are some cyclists who pass there. Even if the bicycle lane is empty, from this morning it's 2,000 bikes who passed and one more. So it's helping, it's a way to help to show to people there are some cyclists who pass. And now like you can see a lot pass.
Awesome. Cool. Oh, that's perfect. Let's do it one more time, the same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
To have, but
Okay.
this is perfect. Let's wait for...
I say the same thing almost?
Yeah, just
Or
to have
I would
two
say,
versions.
yeah, I will improvise.
This is
Okay.
perfect. I just want to wait for when I see bikes
Yeah.
that are gonna come. It's nice when you are speaking and we see it counting. It's very...
Yeah, it's very funny to see the number increase.
Yes.
But that's also interesting to show the number without any cyclists who pass, because it's not because it's empty now that nobody pass.
Yeah.
You see, it's also the meaning.
Okay, let's do it. So where are we and what is this for?
So here we are close to the center of Paris. You can see the Paris Council just here. And that is Rivoli bicycle lane. And you can see here it's something who help to count the cyclists who pass here every day. And here it's one more. So it's 2,000 cyclists who pass here from this morning. On this side you can see bus and just car. You can continue to pass there.
Cool. Okay, that's perfect.
Okay. Oh, et tous les... Ah si, les cyclistes quand même passent par là. Oh, and the funny thing is I was here the last year for when it reached 1 billion.
1 billion?
Yeah, I was the one who are passing for the 1 billion. I showed
Really?
that. Yeah.
That's so nice.
Very funny. But this year it's already. Oh no, it's not yet 1 billion.
Yeah,
It was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, we started the year.
It's only January, starting from January.
Yeah. Okay.
Fine. So we can continue to Bastille.
Okay.
And after, oh, I will show you a new stuff close to there.
Perfect.
Oh, not billion. Sorry. Million.
Yeah, I understood.
I always make. It's the chat who correct me. Merci le chat. I always make some mistake with the number. Sorry. Million. Merci le chat. Yeah, exactly, Miss Julia. You understand where I want.
I tried for a month to have interview with Miss Hidalgo.
Oh, it's super hard.
Very difficult.
I know. I have some friend who also do picture of Paris, of bike, on everything, and he can't get any interview with her.
We didn't get any response.
Yeah.
Not even a response.
The only thing you can do is try to go where she is and just ask her.
Yeah.
Like me, I never have any communication with her. Only with the maire adjoint, council. What is the name? Like the guy who work with her at the same level almost.
Okay.
Maire adjoint.
Like a deputy or something.
I don't know how to say in English.
Deputy, I think.
Daf, bienvenue à toi. Et on va aller à droite. It's fine, we are gonna to go down. So, few time. Oh, deputy, yeah, maybe deputy. Vice-mayor, ah oui, c'est ça. So, here it's the first parking for bike
Okay.
in Rivoli. And the funny thing is I make a video a few months ago and I say there are no parking for bikes in Paris. And just a few months after they create that.
Okay.
This same brand. So you can see if you are interested in my channel. I make a video to explain we have a huge problem in Paris for parking the bike. You can see, for example, here you have bike on the side. You don't have anything to put the bike.
Okay.
All the bike gets stuck a bit everywhere.
Okay.
So now they start to create place like that to put them into a parking.
Let's do a part here for
that,
sure.
That is completely new.
Okay, then we can explain this part.
Yeah.
Starting with the first, you say the situation that there was no parking for bikes.
Yeah.
That you made the video.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's related or if it's a brand do that just after. But anyway, put the video before, so.
Yeah. And then we say that this is newly done, so we can say that this is something that has been transformed.
Oh, merci pour le raid, Daf Duff. Merci beaucoup. So now it's someone just who read us. That means someone finished live and give us all of the people who are watching him. Oh. So now we are almost 600 who are watching.
Really?
Wow. Donc merci beaucoup à Daf Duff. Donc là je suis avec des personnes qui travaillent pour la télévision allemande. Donc c'est pour ça que je parle un petit peu en anglais. Que faisait Daf Duff d'ailleurs? Et merci beaucoup pour le raid, bro. Donc, pour présenter un petit peu ce qu'on fait sur Altisplay, I will just introduce my channel.
Yeah.
Ok. Dans Altisplay, donc, je fais du vélo dans Paris. Et là, je présente aujourd'hui les aménagements cyclables et l'évolution de la ville. Donc, ça tombe bien. Si vous n'êtes pas de Paris, vous pourrez voir l'évolution de la ville. Je la présente actuellement à des personnes qui travaillent pour la télévision étrangère. Et donc, qui feront certainement un sujet pour parler de ça. Donc voilà, si vous avez des questions et autres, n'hésitez pas. Et à la base, moi je viens d'une chaîne YouTube qui s'appelle Altisplay. Je travaille pour cette chaîne YouTube, mais j'avais souhaité venir sur Twitch pour pouvoir échanger avec vous, discuter. Et tous ceux qui vont suivre la chaîne auront des points qui s'appellent des altimètres, pardon, et qui peuvent permettre d'interagir avec moi, qui vous qui me demandent par exemple d'aller à gauche, à droite, ou à une direction en particulier. Donc bienvenue à Méléran et bienvenue à tous ceux qui nous auront rejoints. Bienvenue à Félix. Ah, et merci pour le partage, Seb. On est déjà en mode piéton, hein, donc ah oui, donc souriez, vous êtes en train d'être filmé aussi. Donc là, effectivement, on travaille avec la télévision. Je ne sais pas encore quelle image je vais utiliser. Et c'est pour ça aussi qu'on a beaucoup, que j'ai beaucoup parlé en anglais aujourd'hui parce qu'ils sont étrangers. Donc forcément. Ah, ça vient de Montréal du coup. Quelqu'un peut me présenter un petit peu la chaîne de. Ou bien sinon, j'irai voir plus tard de Daf Duff. Parce que je connais pas du tout. Blague de gauche. Donc Black Bush, je vais y arriver. Désolé pour le pseudo. Attends, Daf Duff, c'est bon. Je regarderai ce que fait David Dufresne. Je suis désolé, je connais pas. Si quelqu'un peut me le présenter, Raphaël, n'hésite pas. Ah ok, très intéressant. Ok, super, merci Peter. Pater, pardon. Bienvenue à tous les nouveaux followers. Merci d'avoir suivi. Spécialisé dans les questions policières. Ah super, un journaliste, trop cool. En fait, moi je fais aussi un petit peu du journaliste. En off, vous pouvez voir ça sur les vidéos YouTube que je fais. J'analyse, je parle et surtout j'essaye de rester objectif. Le vélo c'est bien, mais il faut aussi le mettre par rapport aux autres modes de transport, par rapport au transport en commun, par rapport aux piétons, et il ne faut pas privilégier un mode de transport par rapport à d'autres. Il faut le vivre ensemble, voilà, c'est ce que j'essaye de partager sur cette chaîne. Ok, trop cool. Bon voilà, là on est en live, je ne sais pas du tout combien de temps ça va durer, je pense que ça va durer très longtemps, peut-être toute la journée. Donc accrochez-vous. on va bien se balader. Ok, bah, je vais retourner avec nos... Ok, I finished to introduce.
No problem.
Thank you.
I just finished already. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, so we can...
Yeah, because it's happens sometimes like it's a huge number of new people who are coming to watch. So I have to explain them what I'm gonna to do, why I'm
Totally.
here with you today.
Perfect. Okay, so let's do this part.
Okay.
Maybe what we can do,
Yeah.
you can come biking from there. You can come biking.
Oh, here on go there.
You stop here and
Yeah.
then you say.
I can't really, because here you see it's completely let's say a bit shitty. You don't have anything for bike to join this place from there. You
Yeah,
see,
it's
that
true.
is the white lane, and I have to go down from the bike to use the pedestrian.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Yeah, then it's probably we better do just like
Anyway, I can just ride there, going close to the thing. What do
that.
you
Or
want?
maybe you can come up.
Oh, yeah, of course.
This is better. Yeah,
Even
you,
fun, yeah.
You come up from the parking. Yeah.
You want me... Ok, il veut que je fasse un peu de sport en allant dans la rampe, donc du coup je vais me changer de vitesse, c'est parti. Voilà, c'est bon. Parce que là, je sens que la pente, je vais dérouiller. Ah bah c'est fermé aujourd'hui. Ah non, il y a une ouverture automatique. Trop bien. Ok. Tell me when you're ready. Ok. Oh, tu dérouilles. Oh, la roue avant, elle décolle, c'est un truc de fou.
Yeah. What I meant is that you come up
Yeah.
and then you stop here and you explain me.
Ah, okay, because I do in a way I don't look at you.
Ah, okay. Yeah, no
Like I
problem.
pretend it's
We have-
just normal thing
we
to
have
do.
this for one shot.
Okay, fine.
So now you come out and you stop around here
Yeah,
and then you tell me what.
fine.
Okay?
Ok. Alors ça va être avec la télévision allemande. Je vous donnerai plus d'informations un petit peu plus tard. Le nom du journaliste c'est Miguel. Je ne l'ai pas en entier, je vérifierai un petit peu plus tard. Yeah, I'm just coming back. Ah, l'enfer. Par contre, pour démarrer, je vous raconte pas la galère. So,
But then you have to stop here, so we see.
oh, here. Ah, ok,
Yeah.
fine. Perfect. I get it. Ok, troisième fois, troisième prise, c'est reparti. Oh, heureusement que j'ai des pédales auto. Hein. Parce que là, je vous raconte pas, la pente elle est hardcore. Je vais arriver, je vais être tout essoufflé. Donc là on a un petit problème son. Ok, it's fine. So maybe you can make a mix with the other sound now. What do you want to do? Are you gonna to hear me far from there?
Yeah. You have the mic.
Ah yeah, it's true. I
Yeah, that's
forget
right.
it.
Yeah, so you come, you stop here and
Yeah.
we do it.
Okay, fine.
Perfect.
I completely forget the mic.
No problem.
Oh shit, that means he listens everything I say. Good. J'ai complètement oublié qu'il pouvait entendre tout ce que je disais. Moi, dans le virage, il entendra tout, débarque. Allez, c'est parti. So I just come from a parking for bike in Paris. I think it's the first open in Rue de Rivoli, the one of the streets the most used by bike. So did you hear me when I speak? I don't know what to say more about that.
No, what I was meaning is that to talk about at least the first parking, not first, but this one parking that was
Ah,
using
yeah, on the
today.
problem with... well, I can continue, you can make the cut anyway, I'm here.
No, I mean, you just come up and say there was a big problem in Paris with the parking.
Yeah.
You told me before. And I made a video to
Oh yeah,
bring about
exactly,
that.
exactly.
And
I
very
just, I
shortly,
think I don't have enough blood in my brain because it's a shitty
yeah, I see.
space.
You have
I'm
the
completely,
bigger,
yeah.
So yeah, it's basically you come up. So we talk about the problem that there are.
Okay.
So
So fine. I will just think about
so
that.
the problem about the parking place,
Yeah.
that you made the video, and then now very recently they make this parking.
That's perfect. Okay,
Perfect.
just I'm.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I will just wait a little bit because it's a pain in the ass to see.
Yeah, I see. So maybe it's something else you can make a video.
Yeah. Ok. C'est vraiment une horreur cette pente. Hein. C'est vraiment pas fait pour le vélo. Hein. Déjà, je suis en plateau. Premier plateau. Non, il n'y aura pas de sprint. Ah, l'enfer! So here we are in front of a parking for bike. A few months ago I do a video to introduce the problem we have when we are in the center of Paris to find any place for bikes. And just after, this parking just appear. It's a nice solution for finding a place because you have a lot of parking in Paris, but a very few number of this parking can accept bike. So it's a very good solution. They can create this space for putting your bike in safe for all the day if you are walking close to there.
Perfect. Wonderful. I'm gonna have to calm down a little bit to make a few shots,
Yeah.
and then we can go.
Bon, je sais pas si c'était bon, hein, vous me direz.
Olivia, voy a bajar segundo parking. Quédate aquí, ¿vale?
Ce qui est marrant, c'est que vous faites partie maintenant du shooting. Ça, c'est vraiment une expérience, c'est la première fois que je le fais. Hein. En plus, c'est la première fois qu'il y a un journaliste qui est OK pour se faire filmer pendant qu'il fait l'expérience. Oh, bonne chance avec le Vélib. Good luck with the Vélib. Hein. Ah, you want to go inside? Oh, do you want to go inside? It's true, I scream like a... maybe we can ask to access the parking. Where is the parking? Oh, it's parking complet. Ah, it's full. What is this button for? Ah, it's for asking them maybe. Oh, I will ask them. I think it's not for, but... Peut-être que c'est que pour les urgences, j'espère que je ne vais pas activer l'urgence. Bonjour, je voulais savoir comment accéder au parking vélo.
Vous n'avez pas de badge?
Non. Ah, il faut obligatoirement un badge pour pouvoir y accéder?
Bah oui.
Ah ok, d'accord. Bah, je sais pas, je découvre là le parking. Et c'est où qu'il faut demander un badge pour pouvoir accéder?
Donc vous voulez prendre un abonnement?
Oui, par exemple.
Ok, ben il faut rentrer d'abord.
Ah, ça veut dire que vous allez ouvrir?
Oui, ok.
Ah, ben, vous en faites pas, je vais pas prendre d'abonnement aujourd'hui, mais c'est intéressant, ok. Je peux faire ça en ligne sinon?
Je sais pas.
Ah ok, d'accord. Bon, bah écoutez, je vais m'enseigner. Merci beaucoup.
Ok.
Passez une bonne journée.
Ok, à vous aussi.
Okay, so for access here we need a badge, a card. Or anyway, he's opened the parking. I think he don't understand what I want.
Ah, you open?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that means we have to. Oh, sorry. It's for buying tickets because it's not free parking. It's you have to pay.
It's fine.
Oh, you want to go?
Okay.
For me, the live is gonna to cut, so I will let you go inside.
Okay.
Good luck.
But do we have to pay or something just to go inside and out?
You can go on out. Yeah, you don't need to pay anything. Salut mon pote. Je te laisse y aller. Alors, je pense qu'il est privé le parking et donc il faut payer pour pouvoir rentrer et sortir. Il est enfermé. Adieu Miguel. Ah, des barres. Ah bah attendez, je vais vous dire le nom du journaliste du coup. Il s'appelle Miguel Angel Cano. Ah bah maintenant il va falloir qu'il ressorte hein. Il trouvera un moyen, je pense que... Mais trop, mais tu sais, t'as la grille qui se ferme, Miguel il disparaît. It's fine for you, you can go outside? I think you have to press something. No, you can't?
He said I have to go that way.
Oh, you can go from this way? What the fuck? Ok, Miguel est perdu. Comment ça le micro? Oui, je sais. Mais de toute manière, on va se revoir hein, avec Miguel. Par contre, j'ai aucune idée de où il va ressortir avec le Vélib. Miguel, did you hear me? Maybe come from the door. I will try to open the door. If you hear me. Je sais pas s'il m'entend. Ok, just Miguel disappear. We lost Miguel. we just lost Miguel inside. He go inside or he can't go out, so I don't know where he's. He's just inside.
He lost.
Maybe he's gonna have to go out from another exit. we just lost him. Like the door just closed on him.
It's so big, no?
I don't know. Did you have a call? Because anyway, if he can't reach out, I will try to open again the door to let him pass out. Because I think it's a misunderstood. Oh, he's on the elevator. What the fuck? Oh, finally. So fun. I'm not sure it's designed for, but good. It's perfect. Ah, je suis mort. It's very funny. Yeah, he find a way. It's good.
And fast. But I think maybe he shooting.
Oh, like, what an adventure. Every time it's like that.
Oh, the Lombard. Do you know?
Yeah.
It's just street. I read in internet.
Yeah, it's in my memory something for eating well in Rue de Lombard, I think. Rue de Lombard, where is it? Rue de Lombard, le chat.
Here, maybe.
Oh, close to here. Oh, if you can see that on your cell phone, we can go. If it's close to here. It's fine, Miguel?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh my god, it's I was a little bit scared for you when you disappear.
You don't know where I
Yeah,
am.
just
We saw you
disappear.
Yeah, a man came like, I should go here. Okay.
On the chat, just look when the thing is something. I have the chat who just close. Just you are gonna to see the reaction on the chat. I think
That's
if
good.
you see the live, it's a very funny situation when the grill is closing and I'm like, oh my god, it looks like an horror movie.
Yes, and I couldn't go out. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
It's here.
Okay, well,
You know?
perfect. So I see.
In
Okay,
front
so
of-
in the way back, we are going
¿qué quieres,
there.
Valeria?
The Rue of Lombard, of Just Street.
Yeah.
It's 5 minutes here.
Perfect.
¿Ahora? But that's
No,
but we don't have to go there. It's just she was only asking.
if she want to go, we are super close, so
No,
we
no,
go after.
Yeah, but he must.
Yeah,
go.
we have to
It's,
do stuff. Yeah, then we will go tomorrow night.
Ah,
for,
you are here tomorrow?
I'm here until Saturday.
Oh, perfect. So you can
right.
enjoy your trip. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
perfect.
why. That's
we
why
have time.
we have time
Perfect,
to,
perfect.
for tourism
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
Today
yeah.
is for filming.
Okay.
So yeah,
So we continue to
perfect. We
Bastille.
have to focus on places that we
Yeah,
can see.
yeah. Let's go to Bastille.
No, va a venir un tío que no vaya a salir por ahí, que te vaya a salir por ahí.
Oh, be careful. The light is just become green. Red, sorry. So we are gonna have to wait. Non, non, je pense qu'ils sont espagnols. So, are you coming from Spain?
From Berlin.
Berlin, but you have like you are speaking Spanish. I feel no, it's not Spanish.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
Spanish, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
coming from Berlin.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Because some people ask me like if you have you don't have any German accent because
No.
some are speaking German. So
I
I
live
say
in
yeah.
Berlin, but I'm from Spain.
From your name, it's more looking like Spain.
Yeah.
Ah oui, exact. Pour les personnes qui débarquent, moi je vais m'arrêter à tous les feux rouges, tous les feux piétons et respecter à la lettre, sans faire non plus d'excès de zèle, le code de la route. So here you have another triangle, you see. So, et pour ceux qui découvriraient la circulation à Paris, vous avez des petits triangles ici qui nous autorisent à passer quand le feu est rouge, sous 3 conditions. Quand la flèche va dans le même sens que que la direction dans laquelle on veut aller. Par exemple là, imaginons que ça passe au rouge, on ne va pas continuer tout droit, il faut que j'aille à droite. Ensuite, il faut qu'il n'y ait aucun piéton qui souhaite traverser, il faut que je laisse passer les piétons. Et enfin, just focus on the street. Et enfin, il faut qu'il n'y ait aucune automobile, enfin aucun véhicule déjà engagé. Il faut laisser la priorité aux véhicules. Je crois qu'on a passé une pompe à vélo juste derrière nous. Ouais, la pompe à vélo qu'il y avait, on l'a laissé passer. Mais je sais plus où est la prochaine. Peut-être à République. Oh, il y a Richard. Just Richard would join us. Oh, be careful, Richard. You just cut the road.
Richard.
Be careful.
Valeria
Valeria, nice.
and Miguel.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for joining.
So it's also kind of is maybe gonna to help us, a kind of
well,
guide.
I used to blog until 2012, more or less, and now I'm just working on marketing stuff.
Oh, nice, wonderful.
Okay,
Very cool.
so we can continue to Bastille.
Yeah, perfect. The team is growing. So I guess people can see your itinerary also. They
Sorry?
can see your location, your GPS location.
Yeah.
On lifetime, no?
Yeah,
Nice.
but I can remove that if I get annoyed or.
Okay.
But I don't have any problem because they are super, like I tell you, they are super kind and they ask before come.
Okay.
Like they ask if it's fine for you
To join, yeah, okay.
to join us,
Nice, yeah.
and they are not gonna to
Maybe
just.
maybe we finish like the Forrest Gump movie, you know, that we have
Oh no,
you know
like
Forrest Gump?
yeah,
So
like
we-
a
we-
full
we have,
crowd behind. Yeah.
Very nice.
So you see here we don't have anything for passing, so we are gonna to wait here,
Okay.
but not a lot of people respect.
I don't remember the name of the church site.
So is it something that people talk a lot about in Paris, about the 15-minute city?
What do you mean 50-minute series?
You know, this is the concept that they want to implement now in Paris, the 15-minute city.
I don't get the. I'm sorry. What are you
So-
speaking about?
So Anne Hidalgo made
Yeah.
a new urban plan now.
Yeah.
With, and the main mind behind is Professor Carlos Moreno.
Okay.
So they designed that to become Paris a polycentric city, meaning that every neighborhood,
Yeah.
within 15 minutes, you can reach
Oh.
everything by walk and by.
Okay, I don't know that.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, no,
So
I
this
don't.
is what you are making the movie about.
Okay, I don't know that. Interesting.
So that's why the places that I sent you from that list, that was coming from Professor Moreno.
Okay,
But he's the one working with Anne Hidalgo on the urban plan. So I interviewed him already.
okay. Oh, maybe that makes me think of something. Is the mayor of a city? No?
Yeah. Anne Hidalgo is the mayor of the city.
No. I mean the other one. The other guy.
The other one is the urban planner.
Oh,
He's the
urban
architect.
planner. Okay, I see.
He's the one that made he received many awards around Europe for
Okay.
how he's making Paris.
Okay, I see.
So his point is that you can, within a neighborhood, you can reach the doctor, the
Yeah.
routes, everything.
I see that in a city in Slovenia. I'm think
Okay.
a city, only pedestrian city.
Okay.
I don't know if. Peut-être que quelqu'un va retrouver. C'était une ville en Slovénie où tout est piétonnier et il y a des panneaux pour indiquer comment se déplacer en moins de quelques minutes à pied. Maybe the chat is gonna to help me to find the name.
That would be great, yeah.
But it's also very interesting because at the beginning everyone are against his mayor. They say you are gonna to destroy the city, why you want to remove the car, it's gonna to be a nightmare. And at the end he just managed, he do his thing. And the funny thing is like all the shops are super happy to the change.
So this is what I want to show. I want
Yeah.
to show, I try to find
Oh,
people.
they find it. You see the chat is wonderful.
Perfect.
So it's El Bijana. On the Pontevedra in Spain you speak maybe.
Well, there are many points. There is
Okay.
also Vitoria in Barcelona. So yes, I want to try to find people
Yeah.
that they were not happy before, that
Yeah.
they thought, and that now they are happy. So this is what I.
You have also some in Vaugirard who start to be okay with that because Vaugirard changed a lot. They create a big bicycle lane in this place.
So this is what I want to show.
Okay.
This kind of stuff
Oh,
that
I
is
don't.
happening now. People that change their opinion. Or
We
people
can-
that thought that it was not nice and now they are happy.
So we can go to Vaugirard after. It's quite a far. It's in the 15. So I don't know if you want to go in the 17. Yeah, so many change, so many things. Oh, maybe we can go to. Yeah, just after I will show you close to La Seine.
Okay.
It's a huge thing will change.
So for me, that's the main important thing, to show a place where there is a transformation,
Uh-huh.
and then I try to speak with shops or with the neighbors that they will tell me, oh, at the beginning I thought it was a bad idea, but now I'm happy with it. Or maybe they still think it's a bad idea. I don't know, that's also fine.
Yeah. So here in Bastille, the very interesting point is before car can ride all around this place. No, they can only pass on the left side. You are going to see it's a huge transformation this place.
Wait. Maybe this you can tell me. And we can tell when we ride.
Comment ça, c'est quoi mon fact check des 50 cyclistes? J'avais fait une vidéo sur un compteur qui avait été présenté dans CNews comme un endroit dans Paris où il y avait seulement 50 compteurs qui passaient 50 cyclistes qui passaient par jour, et donc j'avais analysé ça en allant sur place en regardant où était le compteur.
So maybe you tell me now, or the
yeah, of course.
But you can explain to me. So it's
Okay.
transformation.
So here it's a huge transformation. It's Bastille. Before the cars are turning all around this place, but now you have a big pedestrian area on the side, and car passing only on the left, and you also have a bicycle lane all around. We are going to see that.
Wonderful. That's perfect. This is what I'm after.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like I tell you, I feel more comfortable when I'm just do my job.
But this is what I mean, that I want to see transformation.
Yeah.
So this is really good.
Merci beaucoup Seb, mais je sais pas pourquoi Pierre Le Bard demandait ça. Oui, les gens passent pas sur le compteur, tout à fait. Oh, we can go. Okay, so we are almost arrived to this place. It's still a bit complicated for bike because you can't really turn around on the side. You have to go in the middle for turning. It's quite strange.
Bus 69, direction.
Okay, after you. And you can see on the floor, it's Bastille. The wall of Bastille. They keep that here. All of that is La Bastille, the previous build. You can see some place all up there. You can see the fortification here. So they keep all of that.
Wow.
Pretty funny design on the floor.
Yeah,
like
see,
the history, they keep it. Ah ok. Ah oui complètement Pierre Bard. Oui donc du coup effectivement l'information venant de CNews, j'avais expliqué en faisant la vidéo comment la fact-checker point par point. En expliquant comment les chiffres avaient été utilisés, comment CNews avait manipulé ces chiffres sans vraiment expliquer leur provenance et ni enfin, toutes les informations qu'il y avait autour de ces chiffres. Donc j'ai essayé dans cette vidéo de manière la plus objective possible. Alors bien sûr je suis un cycliste donc je vais essayer de donner mon point de vue. So here we are in Bastille. You have to imagine before here car can pass here.
Okay, this you have to explain to me. Okay.
Here where I am now.
Wait. I'm gonna play with the camera.
Okay.
Guys, do you mind to be on this side, please? Oh yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
you know when last time I came to Paris
Yeah.
was to film the Tour de France. I was filming cycling
Okay. See.
for 2 years.
Yeah, it's
So it
something
was amazing.
super different, like Tour de France compared to what we are doing today, like
Totally.
cycling every day. It's two completely different worlds because
But it
it's
was a
not
good
the same
thing.
meaning.
It was a good thing because then you could see that the city stops for bikes to ride, and this was a nice thing. You know that cars have to be
But
waiting.
it's also completely, I will also make a video about that because the people who are for Tour de France who are a lot not really for bike, they like bike as sport.
True.
Bike as something you do the weekend. But
True.
the thing I do, the thing I explain is bike every day. Bike in the city. So for example, when you are speaking of Tour de France, everyone is wearing helmet because it's competition sport. But in the city of Paris, when you ride bike every day, you probably don't need helmet if the city have a good design and protect you. So it's a lot of very different point of view, and sometimes people who are supporting Tour de France don't like cyclists so much. They don't like cyclists in the city. I just noticed that. So
Totally.
it's also interesting point. I tell you, it's really two different worlds for me.
Yeah, but to me, cycling is good in every way. I love cycling in every. And you know, when you see cyclists, when you see 200 cyclists in a city, then you think that city maybe can be for cycling. You know, and now we are used to it. But 20 years ago, no. So it was a way to show people that city can be for bikes.
Alors qu'est-ce que ça dit? Ah oui, il n'y a pas grand.
So you can tell me about.
Okay, yeah.
1 second.
So where you want?
Yeah, you can explain me that before.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So here we are in Rivoli. Sorry. So here we are. Okay, sorry.
1, 2, start.
Okay. So here we are in La Bastille. You have to imagine, it's pretty hard. Before all of this place, it's for car. Car can pass here for turning all around this place. It was just a big place for nobody who can really walk or live. Only on the side here. But now there are little forest, little place here. On, for example, when it was Christmas, you can see a lot of tree, you can see a place for heat. So it can really be a place for live here. It's very interesting. And all around, they also put a bicycle lane for turning. Yeah. Okay. Parce que qu'est-ce qu'il y a n'habitant pas en France, je suis souvent ce lieu plein de... Ah oui, ça c'est plutôt République. Some people make a mistake between Bastille and République. République is another place. If you want, we can also go.
This place is wonderful.
Okay.
So let's do it one more time.
Yeah.
You can stay here. Please.
Okay.
And then you talk to me.
Okay, okay.
So then I can kind of stand like this.
So we are in La Bastille. You can see here it's now a place for pedestrian and bike all around. But you have to imagine before car pass and turn all around this place, and it was super hard to cross by bike, or even if you are pedestrian, there are no place to live. No people can enjoy this space. Sometimes just ride with a skateboard, or just for example in Christmas they put a little place to have a space to buy some stuff or eat, or even for kids. So it's very nice place now for live, and they also put a little forest just here.
Great, it's perfect. I'm gonna make some shots of the people.
Ah, okay, okay. Well, yeah, people are speaking about manifestation to strikes.
What kind of strikes?
Yeah, because now you have space here, so some strikes become from here, or it's a place for having strikes.
Ah, okay.
So it's easier. But also before you have that, even the renovation, you also have strike, because it's a huge place anyway. So we also have we have two ways. We can go to République, or we can go to close to la Seine. Okay. It's up to you. What do you want? Protest. Merci Glator. Qu'est-ce que vous voulez faire? Vous voulez plutôt aller vers République? Vous croyez que c'est quoi le mieux à montrer? C'est République, ou c'est plutôt ce qui a été fermé lors des quais de Seine? C'est vrai que moi je vis tellement là-dedans que je ne sais pas ce qui est le plus impressionnant à montrer. Peut-être que les quais de Seine. Les quais de Seine, ouais, ça me semble intéressant. Ok, so we can go to la Seine.
Okay, let's do it one more time here.
Okay.
It's okay for you?
Okay, fine. Okay, okay, okay.
You can start?
Yeah, when you want.
Yes.
Oh, I start?
Yes.
Okay. So here we are in Place de la Bastille. It's now a place for pedestrian on bike who can ride all around. But before, you have to imagine here it was full of cars who can turn around this place. Now they just remove that and create this place for live. Like for example, you can see during Christmas they put some space and you can shop there, just sit there for heat, or just do skateboard. You can just enjoy this place for live now.
Great. Maybe can we do it one more time and you include also, because they make the bike lines before?
Yeah, it's what I show.
But
oh no, it's not existing before the bike line.
But we didn't say this time. Maybe we can add to that.
I say that.
In this one?
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah. I say all around you have bicycle lane now.
Ah, okay.
I say that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, then we are good. So, next place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you are gonna to show something very incredible close to la Seine.
I read this incredible.
temperature before going outside.
Et bienvenue à Assassin Blanc comme neige. Bienvenue à tous les nouveaux. Je suis désolé, j'ai pas pu lire tous vos pseudos tout à l'heure.
We go to la Seine.
Yeah, we go close to la Seine.
No?
It's fine for you? Not too cold?
Yeah.
Not too cold, it's fine for you?
A little, but
Ah,
it's
yeah.
good.
She has the feet cold.
Ah, yeah, shit.
Me
Okay.
the hand.
Yeah, I tell you, I have...
Yeah, but you know, my camera is tactile, but doesn't work with the...
Yeah, it's also tactile, that.
Oh,
Yeah, you see, I can check the chat and
you have to
everything.
send me how to buy these gloves.
It's quite expensive, but
It's okay. There
you
is no
see-
price to don't have a
yeah,
hand
you
cold.
see, I can just...
Wow.
Oh no, it's hot.
What would you like to check?
Close to la Seine, to show them the evolution before it was only car who
Don't
pass.
you want to check the bike station at Gare de Lyon?
Oh, why you want to go to Gare de Lyon?
Just to show him the bike station because it is something that we didn't have a few years ago. And it's still quite empty because people are not using it.
Is that oh, we have to pass on the other side. Oh, okay, Gare de Lyon. I see.
Juste là où ils ont créé le parc cycliste. De
Okay,
la-
and after we go to la
mais
Seine.
ça a été créé, mais que les gens ne sont pas habitués à ça.
Ah, ok. Ah, c'est tout nouveau alors.
C'est assez nouveau, ça date d'il y a 3 ans, je dirais.
Ah, ok.
4 ans.
Ok. Yeah, we can go to see that.
Et puis après, on peut toujours rejoindre les berges.
Ok, ouais. Il faut absolument montrer la Seine pour montrer l'évolution.
Oui, bah, de toute façon, ce sera dans le prolongement.
Ouais. Oui, il y a les gens qui viennent de te voir qui disent bonjour Richard. Richard.
Bah oui, c'est Raphaël.
C'est Raphaël qui
Avec un
reconnaît.
décalage de je sais pas combien de secondes.
Il faut que j'essaye. Ok, so we are gonna to Gare de Lyon. And just after we do la Seine.
The Gare de Lyon station,
Okay.
which is a really big train station in Paris. They have created a big bicycle park that is supposed to be guarded, but most people are not aware that it was created, so they are not parking the bicycles there yet.
Okay.
So the city council is creating a lot of things for the bicycle users, but people are not always aware of it, so they are not always using it.
Yeah. Just after we are going now to see close to la Seine, because this time we are more speaking about pedestrian.
Okay.
We have more space.
Okay, perfect.
That is another. Yeah. And if you want to stop for eat or anything, you tell me.
It's good.
Okay.
We had a big croissant.
Okay.
So should I leave? Tu veux que je mène
Pour
la gare de Lyon ou c'est bon?
pour la gare de Lyon, on peut aller là-bas. Ouais. Tu veux aller où? Tu veux aller sur la piste cyclable là et après à gauche?
Ouais, on peut prendre la rue de Lyon tout simplement.
La rue de Lyon.
Celle qui est là, celle qui longe l'opéra.
Ouais. Bon, on passe par là à droite de toute manière pour aller sur la Biguière.
Moi non plus, je ne lis pas le chat en pédalant, donc j'ai raté tous les messages de Raphaël.
Il y a Richard qui te dit, Raphaël, qu'il a loupé tes messages, mais bon, il a dû entendre. Ok.
Mais bon, on peut passer.
Donc là, c'est un petit peu chiant, on voit pas le passage piéton.
Je dois la faire là, passer le parking.
Attends, on peut y aller quand là?
On peut y aller, hein.
Là, on peut y aller.
Sauf si tu veux traverser.
Bah, moi, je veux traverser là. Ah, donc on va attendre,
Ça va des prix anti-biais pour les lunettes.
Ok, parfait. We can cross.
On va avoir toutes les instructions françaises.
And...
C'est marrant, ils parlent espagnol entre eux.
Oui. Alors, en fait, je pense qu'ils sont espagnols.
Alors, Valérie,
Oh shit! Are you okay, Miguel? Oh shit, I also destroy my portable.
t'as cassé.
Première chute. À cause du petit rebord.
Aïe.
It's fine. Just it's this little shit.
I didn't see that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
She told me
Ah, il s'est pris la roue dans ce truc.
Well, it can go this way, which is a bit quieter.
No, I prefer to show him this bicycle lane.
Oh, the two-way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty, this thing. I also fall once.
Yeah, you didn't see it because we're not tall enough to see it.
Yeah. Heureusement, il n'avait pas de pédale auto, ouais. Parce que le dernier coup, je me suis gaufré tout seul avec les pédales au couteau, c'était l'enfer. Un stream, c'est ça. Sur chaque stream, on a une petite chute. Bon, ça va, c'est pas de la chute bien méchante, mais bon. Ah tiens, il y a un panneau ici qui indique qu'il faut aller à 30 km/h. Pour votre sécurité, la vitesse est limitée à 30. Donc la gare de Lyon, on peut la voir, magnifique. Non, il n'y avait personne dans les véhicules mal stationnés là. Mais peut-être que je lui en parlerai, ouais, effectivement, aux journalistes. So here you can see Gare de Lyon. And also a new bicycle lane here on the right.
Okay.
Two-way bicycle lane,
So,
just there.
Train station with the clock tower, which is
This one what can lead to La Seine.
yeah. This is one of the biggest train stations of Paris.
So you can tell me now
And it
About
leads
what?
to
about the bike
Italy
like
and
when we are
Switzerland.
riding on it?
Oh yeah, yeah, when you are. So
On
we
the
can
bike.
make a little stop there.
On the bike, on the bike.
What do you mean?
Well, we are right.
Oh, okay, okay. But if I want to speak, we have to take it.
Ah, is this one?
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah, you see.
I thought it was this one.
It's also, but it's different one. Because this one is very new.
But this one is not new.
Not really.
Ah, okay, okay.
But
It's okay.
okay.
It's fine.
So we continue. Okay, fine. Yeah, you can see a lot of yellow on the floor. That means it's something kind of temporary. We are gonna to change because they make kind of experimentation. They are not sure if they are gonna to let the thing like that. They just test if it's working or not. And when it's work, they change. When it's not working, sometimes they do another stuff. So it's pretty interesting. They call that tactical design, kind of.
That's really nice. This what you say is perfect. It's really super interesting.
Yeah.
It's really good. Maybe you can ask to some of your followers because he told me that some of your followers maybe they were car users before,
Yeah.
and now they changed it to bike users.
Oh yeah, I
This
can
is
ask.
very
Yeah.
interesting to me. If any of them want to cooperate to me and talk to me. it would be
Okay,
great.
so I don't know if you understand what he said, but s'il y en a parmi vous qui faisaient de la voiture avant et qui se sont mis au vélo, ils seraient très intéressés d'avoir votre point de vue. Pourquoi vous êtes mis au vélo, etc. Donc n'hésitez pas à intervenir, toutes les personnes qui auraient potentiellement changé de mode de transport. But like I explained that to another journalist. Most of the time, the people who change the way of transportation, we call that par modal. That means when, for example, someone become a cyclist or use public transportation, most of the time it's the people from the public transportation who become cyclists. Because at first it was because of strikes, so public transportation are not working anymore, so people are gonna to use bike or car.
Okay.
So it's changing on this way first.
Okay.
And after you have COVID, that means public transportation is become a bit hard to
And
use.
dangerous also. Yeah.
So people are gonna to use car and bike. So at the end, it's a lot of people who become from public transport.
bubbles in a glass of champagne. You go to my head like a sip of sparkling burgundy brew, and I find the very mention of you like the kicker.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it. It's gone. I mean, you may think
Ok, so we continue there. Désolé pour la petite coupure, ça arrive des fois, hein. On se retrouve très vite après la coupure. Ouais, après on va à la gauche et après à droite. C'est pas grave, le stream revient vite à chaque fois, vous inquiétez pas. Ça klaxonne beaucoup, hein.
C'est rouge devant, hein.
Et puis après nous on va à gauche. De toute manière. Ok. Et ici c'est vraiment mal foutu, il faut tout traverser voilà, pour aller là-bas. Ah ouais, le début de la piste ici il est...
La rue de Bercy.
La rue de Bercy, j'en parlais, c'est une catastrophe. So we can make a little stop here. I will show you something very interesting. So a very few, like a few weeks ago, I make a video about this kind of bicycle lane. It's a two-way bicycle lane.
Okay.
On Paris, love to do that because it's taking less space. It's cheaper to create. So they like to do that, but they do that in a very wrong way, almost all the time. For example, here, when you ride there, the bicycle lane just stops in the middle of nowhere. Here, and you have to go there to continue straight. But the good design, it's to stop at the end or before the intersection.
Okay, so maybe we can make a piece about this.
Yeah.
We'll make it with the Gopro. So you can, yeah, just try to keep it short, okay?
Yeah.
So yeah. That was what you said. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah. So the interesting thing you can see in Paris, it's a lot of bicycle lane like that. It's,
We start? Yeah.
oh. So an interesting thing you can see in Paris, it's a lot of bicycle lane like that. It's a two-way ride. And the huge problem you have in Paris, it's very different every time. Sometimes it stops in the middle of nowhere like that, and you have to go on the right to join the traffic. It's not all the time designed in the same way, so you have to be super aware to understand every time how it's working. It's changing every time. I don't know if it's clear enough.
Let's try one more time, because
okay.
I think one of the points that you want to show is that it creates confusion into people.
Yeah,
no?
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so we can emphasize that. And
yeah.
What you said to me in the first time was more natural. In the way
of course, but
that meaning that they do it because it's good for them cheap,
yeah.
but actually it's not the most efficient way.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that is the thing. Like I think when I explained the thing the first time,
yeah,
but anyway,
it's okay. We'll try again. 1 second. One. Right. Okay. Now go.
So an interesting thing.
No, wait. Sorry. 1, 2, go.
So here we are on a bicycle lane, and we can see a lot like that in Paris because the streets are not so big and they want to take the less place as possible with bicycle lane, so they create two-way in the same place. But the one of the huge problem of this thing is every time when we arrive to a connection, it's pretty messy. It's not designed all the time in the same way, so you have to adapt to be super careful. It's not so good. Like,
let's try one more
Yeah,
time.
I don't really know what I... Or maybe you can use the first shot I do. I don't know.
Yeah, but I was not shooting. But it's okay.
Ah.
We can try again.
Oh my god, so bad. So now you have a car
It's good for us.
park in the middle. Okay.
So yeah. So the first time what you said it was that sometimes Paris use this formula but because it's cheaper, but it's not the most efficient.
Yeah. I will try to do that again
And then maybe you can speak about the confusion that creates confusion
Okay.
to people. So just like that is good.
Okay.
But we can do 2-3 times, no problem.
Okay, fine.
We only need one.
I will try to do a...
Yeah,
okay.
no problem.
Okay, when you are ready.
Let's wait for these guys to leave.
Okay. Oh, it can be also interesting to show this problem.
Yeah, but I think it's okay because they're stopping just 1 minute and go. So
Okay.
this is not so bad, I think. I mean, it shouldn't be like that, but
That
it's a big
is
family, I don't know.
the problem is everyone are thinking about that, but you have parking for taxi are free here,
Yeah.
just a side, and
they
you don't
should
make
use
the effort to stop in the parking who are free for taxi just there. So
Or even
it's
on the
pretty
side,
bad.
but it's just like that. It's fine.
Yeah, but you see, no cycling can pass, and if I want to pass, like if someone is coming from the other way, it's gonna to be in the wrong side in front of bus
Yes.
here. So it's not good at all
It's
to
not good, no.
stop in the middle of
It's
that.
really bad, but I see,
when you
I see
have
it very
place.
often in Paris. It's always the bike lane is normally busy with cars. So it's
Yeah,
something that happens
yeah, a lot of times they do that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
That is
something we
pretty
should
annoying.
fight against. Yeah.
We call that GCUM, like park like a shit.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, he's leaving.
Ok. Oui, bah je sais, c'est pas évident de refaire un shot. Alors. Yeah. They are so bad in the chat. They say you explain better than me. You have to do my work on my channel.
Let's
Okay.
go for it. One. Wait a second.
Oh, be careful with your mic. Richard, the mic, please. We can hear me. Thank you.
Okay. No.
Okay. Yeah. So here we are on the bicycle lane on two-way. In Paris, they like to do that because, of course, it's taking less time to create it and it's less expensive, but it can also create some problem. Like you can see here, when you arrive to an intersection, you have to stop in the middle of nowhere to join the car traffic, and they are not always designed in the same way. You have every time you come to analyze and try to understand what they do. That is a pretty okay. That is sorry, I don't have the end. I don't know. You are gonna to keep that, but
Yeah, I think I will cut before that last
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah.
Not so bad.
Okay.
Shall we try one last time?
oh, okay. You want to do another time?
Last
Okay.
time. Okay, now you have it.
Okay,
Let's go
fine.
for it.
So here you can see a bicycle lane, but in two-way. Paris like to do that because it's taking less place and it's less expensive to create, so they can create that very fast. But it also brings some problem. For example, in the intersection, sometimes it's stop in the middle of nowhere. So you have to try to understand how it's work because they don't design that in the same way every time.
Perfect. That was good.
Okay, if you say fine. Anyway, you can mix. Yeah. Okay, so we are gonna to the parking and after go back to La Seine.
Okay.
Almost done. My God, it's already almost 3 hours. That's so fast.
No, it's not. The motor was longer than you.
Okay, so we continue. One more time. Ah, you see, it's, vous voyez, c'est intéressant de voir les coulisses. Ça se passe comme ça en fait. C'est-à-dire que la plupart du temps, oh, what is that? Interesting.
English is not great.
Oh, they put that on the floor. I'm curious. I don't know what is that. So you see that creating not good situation. I don't know why they don't. That means for us it's pretty bad. We can't really continue there. We have to go on the side. Okay, well, here I can continue on the right. And there on the left you are going to have parking for bikes. It's pretty new and it's you have to pay for using this space, and it's for the train station. So we are going on the left. Comment ça tu t'en mets pas, je fais mon maximum hein. Et donc, so here it's a station, but it's pretty bad. Before it was open for bike on the side. You can see a double lane again, but they close under the bridge because of some homeless who live over there now.
Okay.
So that is a new bike station.
Okay.
I don't know if you can have some view. Maybe I can ask if you want to go inside to have some shoot.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that is just what Richard want to show you, the new thing
like
to park the bike. Yeah. But you can see it's not a lot of bike inside, just the people who are gonna use, for example, and it's kind of not very perfect because imagine you want to put your bike here because you want to go to Lyon, so you are gonna to let your bike for a few days. You don't have anything to protect your bike from rain or anything. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they design like that.
Yeah,
anyway.
Not very smart. Okay.
So now La Seine.
La Seine.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people.
So here it's La Seine. Let me think.
We can cross the river
from the left, but I want to go on the la rive droite. Je veux aller sur la rive droite pour.
On peut continuer de ce côté.
On peut aller là, oui, on peut aller dessous. Ouais, ouais. Ah oui, I see where we can join. Okay, fine. Okay. So close to La Seine, you have two sides. You have rive gauche and rive droite.
Okay.
And to know if it's on the left or on the right, you have to think La Seine is going into only one direction, the way she's going down. And of course the right side, it's on the right, on the left, it's on the left. Okay. So it's like that, we choose rive gauche and rive droite.
Okay.
Working like that, and we are going into the rive droite, right side, because it's more for pedestrians, the right side. On the left side is more for cyclists.
Okay.
It's super interesting. They create a super bike lane on the left side. On the bike on the bike side, you don't have super nice stuff, but it's okay. I will try to reach from. I'm not sure. We are gonna have to try to continue there. I'm not completely sure if we can join, but I will try. Pretty bad. Okay, let's go. I think we have to walk a bit. Yeah, like this one. You see the access is super bad here. So we are gonna to walk a bit.
You can go right?
We can walk. We can go on the bike because here it's a pedestrian area.
Okay.
But the link is over there. You can see the cyclist who continue.
Okay.
So it's super bad connection here. Where are they? Hey!
Valeria! Hey!
What the fuck? Oh, so annoying. Okay.
Very efficient way.
Yeah. What are you doing, Edja?
So people here, if there is no bike line, you don't ride the bike?
It's better, but you can see a lot are not respecting the rules.
That's what I mean, yeah.
But that means here the city don't make a good design.
No, totally, yeah.
Yeah, it's what I analyze in my video. If a lot of people are doing, you can see a bad thing, maybe you have to think like open your mind and understand what is happening there. So here, of course, a bicycle lane is missing.
Totally, yeah.
You have 2 lanes for traffic, maybe they can remove 1, maybe they can remove a part. Anyway, they can make a connection between there and there because you don't have any connection.
Pues vais por ahí de paseo.
What is happening?
Well, I thought we had time to show the riverfront.
You want to
No,
to go with Valerie, huh? You have to be careful.
Yeah, you have to watch out, huh?
Oh my god. So it's not very allowed to ride here, but if there are no pedestrians, it's fine. If there are some pedestrians, we are gonna to go down. Here, for example, one is coming, so I will just coming down. Because I don't want to annoy them. Okay, and here it's the link. You see, it's not good, but after it's gonna to be super super cool there. So now you have a bicycle lane. It's you have to imagine before here you don't have anything.
Before when? How long ago?
Richard, je pense que c'est il y a 10 ans qu'il n'y avait pas ça. Il y a, ça date de 8 ans ça peut-être. I think it's 8 years ago.
8 years ago, okay.
It's not really new.
Not really new.
But it's a part of the project to change. Because before here you don't have any connection on. You can imagine when you want to ride here, it's scared. Fuck, it's completely scared.
Impossible. Very dangerous also.
Yeah, but no, it's a good connection here. Ouais, avant, imaginez, il fallait passer là-dedans. Bon, moi, je me rappelle avoir roulé là-dedans, mais c'est compliqué. Hein. On les fait passer par tous les endroits de Paris. So annoying. Si, je pense qu'ils vont faire une pause déj. On va faire une pause déj à un moment. Il commence à être 1 heure, ça va être pas mal. On va être dans les bords de Seine.
T'es pas content qu'il soit côte à côte.
Ouais, bah forcément. J'ai entendu gueuler. So Notre-Dame. You can see Notre-Dame there. In renovation.
Still not for very long, no?
For very long, but they get so much money. I think it's gonna to make that faster now.
Yeah.
So here now, before it was only for car, this place. But now it's completely closed for circulation. It's only for bicycle and pedestrian.
Oh, this is good.
All of that. That is what I want to show you. And we are gonna to go down into the tunnel and close to la Seine. Now it's like super quiet, super cool. But before it was only cars there.
But before, how long ago?
Like I think it's start to be a long time now.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm trying to find more recent changes
I see.
that were in the last
But we are gonna
1,
to
2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah, okay, so after we can go on Rivoli.
Okay, perfect.
Rivoli just aside.
Okay, 1 second because the cart is full
Okay.
here in the middle.
And maybe after finding something to eat, it's fine for you. But for me, I will try to find kind of a place for taking a sandwich or something.
Yeah, for us too. So yeah, maybe it's nice if you could ask for some cooperation for people.
Yeah, I think nobody. Il y a des personnes qui avant utilisaient la voiture et qui se sont mis au vélo dans le chat. Et si oui, pourquoi vous avez choisi un autre mode de transport?
Or maybe somebody that is living in a place, in a neighborhood, where they are really doing transformation now,
Okay.
and can speak about what's happening.
Ou bien
This is the most interesting
des
for me.
personnes qui vivent dans le coin et qui ont vécu des transformations ou qui voient des transformations dans l'aménagement, qui peuvent nous en parler, n'hésitez pas.
Also, if somebody is not so happy with the transformation that is happening now, also very good.
In my chat, it's going to be hard to find.
Okay.
You're asking if si y a des personnes qui ne sont pas contents des transformations qui ont place aujourd'hui, mais je pense que ça va être dur à trouver dans le chat.
Des cafés sympas dans le coin?
Hein?
Tu cherches un café sympa dans le coin?
Non, pour l'instant, on cherchait des endroits où il y a eu des transformations récentes.
Ah,
Donc il y a Rivoli.
là il y a les travaux sur la Biguire.
Ouais, pour l'instant, les
Are
travaux
you
là.
familiar with the 15-minute city concept?
Excuse me?
Are you familiar with the 15-minute city concept?
Moi, pas ultra content. Ah oui, Orlais?
Yeah,
Et pourquoi?
yeah,
N'hésite pas à développer.
From the city council, but I know that they want every service in a radius of 15 minutes.
Faut lui envoyer Pierre Chasseret. Non, on va éviter.
Yes, this is what our movie is about war, the high school. So that we want to show actions in regards to that, places where they are changing to make this possible.
N'hésite pas à hurler, il n'y a pas de problème. Ah ouais, d'accord. Je vois, ouais. Ouais, bah moi aussi, mais bon, c'est des choses qui changent. Hein. Avant, je respectais beaucoup moins le code, mais bon, aujourd'hui, j'ai complètement changé.
Maybe Emmanuel Grégoire, but it is the main. It is the second name after the mayor of Paris. He's in charge of the big plans of Paris.
I don't need like a representative. No, I need people, like people in the street, or show the places where this is happening. Because we don't. I already interview all the experts.
Okay.
But I want people in the street.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I want the neighbors, the citizens, people that are in the streets.
In Rivoli, it's a bit hard because it's more a tourism zone. It's not really where people live. So
That's why.
the place is changing like slowly. Like for example, you have a IKEA who opens there. That means something more for people who live there. Before it was only something for clothes, for buying a little gift or this little thing.
Okay.
So it's this place is completely
but
changing.
IKEA is also gentrification. So this is another problem, no?
I'm not completely sure of that because before it was very for tourism.
Okay.
So you can't really speak about gentrification because it was anyway not for people who are live there. It was just hotel.
Okay. So
like,
it was not small shops of people on
so
there.
of course the people who get annoyed, it's the people who want to go to the hotel and they use taxi, they use personal car. So it's not the people who you can hear who are not very agree with that is people who need to cross into the center of Paris for going to work.
Okay.
So of course they are not happy of that.
Okay.
But for the people who live there, you are more you have to move more for kind of a center, I think, this kind, or in the north. It really depends.
Okay, perfect.
But like I tell you, it's a transition. In the middle, people are getting annoyed because it changed. They are not completely used to the change and they didn't see the effect of the change.
Totally.
They only see the bad side because it's work in progress.
So this is what I want to show, the transition. So I'm thinking of ways of showing the transition.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to have people that were not happy, people that changed opinion, and people that are happy now. You know what I mean? And then show the street.
I think it's too soon in the process. Some are happy, it's gonna to be the cyclists. Some pedestrians are not getting happy because they are cyclists on traffic problems, like I tell you before.
That's good. I want to hear them. This is for me, it's good. I want to
maybe
hear
you
everyone.
can,
and maybe even some shops that were not happy or now they are happy or good.
So we continue
Right
there.
on.
Yeah.
Probably there is not so cold. Maybe.
Yeah, and a lot of people, like in the chat when I ask the question, like me, are happy before for bike because they are the only one in the traffic, so they can just go super fast.
Okay.
You see?
This is very nice.
So you see, in just a few meters, it's getting super quiet.
Yes.
Super quiet. Coucou. Par rapport à vous pouvez soutenir live et on partira à Lyon faire un live. So for now it's not crazy, but you are gonna to see just after it's
here because this is really good.
Yeah, you can see all the people who are running, walking. Ok, parfait. Oh yeah.
It is going higher and higher with the so yeah, this can be.
Ah, il a coupé le live. Non, il est revenu, c'est bon. C'est vrai que t'as le retour. You can see what is happening right now. The thing I'm shooting. So you see it look like that at the end.
Ah, you don't have this way?
You have the map, you have the chat on the right, all the information. I don't know if she can see. On the little
here the cell connection was not great in the tunnel.
yeah, but on the funny thing is the chat gets really quiet when I'm with people, like they respect, they don't want to be interrupted. And when I'm on, they always speak,
Et surtout qu'on ne lit
ask
pas.
question. Oh yeah, maybe also, yeah. Yeah. And maybe also they know I'm not gonna to read all the time the chat, so maybe they're like, anyway, he's not gonna to read
I
me.
guess we're waiting for to stop, have time to read what we're writing.
But when you
Ah bah là je lis le chat, hein, vous inquiétez pas. Usually when I'm alone I have an idea of topic I'm gonna to make on my YouTube channel. So I make them, oh I'm gonna to do that, or I'm gonna to shoot that, show them the making of. In a way. I'm show them I'm
like your friend, no?
yeah, I know like very well this city, yeah. So there I'm working a lot, and it's also it's my work now, so yeah.
You are from Paris?
Yeah, like I live there from more than 10 years now. I have a apartment in the 19. On the document that, like making this journalist more to show people how it goes, but in a place, so it's in the good points. Yeah. Bien. Ouais, j'ai 2 barres, donc je vais avancer. Okay. Je vais lead. C'est bon, on devrait retourner une question. You can see on the left. On there before, the only car were allowed to ride here. You can access when you are pedestrian. Super annoyed because of course, before imagine you would take a there, you have cars sitting all the time close to you. So it was not super great. But now all of this place is only for pedestrian and bike. You can hear how it's quiet here. It's crazy.
So this is also part of having having the city for people, not having spaces where you can enjoy silent and the city and hear the birds, no?
Yeah, and here it's not just for bikes. That is a cool thing. It's for anyone who wants, for example, on the morning do some sport, or just kid in the afternoon, because you can see later on this place you have some place for playing with kids. So it's really bringing some life on the place.
Okay, let's try one more time. Did you tell me that before it was a noise for people?
Okay.
One second, I will tell you.
Yeah.
One. Okay.
So here you can see we are close to La Seine, and this place was only for car. Now the circulation is completely cut and only pedestrians and cyclists can use this space. So it's bringing a lot of life here. You can see people who are walking in the morning, who are making sport, but you also have some space you can drink, because of course now it's possible to open a shop around on the boat or on the side. And you can also play with kids. They create some area aside, and every year in the you have some car for the maintenance.
Okay.
Because I want to say you have Paris Plage. You know that?
Oh
beach?
yeah, I know Paris Plage.
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, okay.
In every summer.
Let's try one more time. From
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
beginning. So this was for cars and now it's for... Okay.
Yeah.
One second, I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah, when you want.
I don't know, with the gloves, I can play. One second. Okay, now.
Yeah, so here before it was only for car, close to La Seine. But now they close to the circulation, and only pedestrian and cyclists can use this space. So that creates a lot of life here. You can see boat now. You can hit there, you can make sport there, or you can also play with kids, or like they create a little space for the dog. So it's really interesting. You can see the life coming there. On every summer you have Paris Plage, beach here. They bring some sand and you can just chill on this place.
Wonderful. It's very good.
On there, it's a new shop. Before it's not existing.
Oh, nice.
It's open because anyway, before you can imagine to access to this place, it's horrible. You can see that on Google Street.
Yeah. Okay,
Before it was full of cars there.
This is perfect. If you can see before and after.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is great.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Oh, ok. Est-ce que tu peux prendre ton vélo quand tu seras à Lyon? Oui, oui, bien sûr. Je vais essayer de prendre le vélo quand je serai à Lyon, mais sinon je prendrai un vélo de location là-bas. Non, non, ça sera pas Paris-Lyon à vélo, j'irai à Lyon. Hein. So here it's more for pedestrian, like I tell you. If you want to ride, it's better in the other side. Okay. So here it's a place for kids. When you want to play to football, for example, under this boat. That is a boat upside down.
This is nice. This is very nice.
You see here it's also area for playing. On that on the right it's also area for playing on the ball.
That's great.
You see here? You can see some child who are playing on this place. On the floor, it's
it's safe.
yeah, it's a safe.
See, see, the way, yeah. It's so beautiful.
Okay, so when you want for eating something, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stop if you like.
Maybe we can go, for example, in Châtelet. C'est proche Châtelet, je crois.
Châtelet, lo que tú querías, ¿no?
Going into Rivoli on Châtelet to eat something. Okay, okay, so no, the problem is for going out. That is a bit annoying. Maybe on the next one we are going to reach Rivoli. Like that we can ride to Rivoli. Okay, I know, we continue.
Okay.
Et le tunnel, bah, je vous perdrai peut-être. Hein. On va aller sous le... We are gonna under a big tunnel. Okay. So maybe I'm gonna to lost the live. Je vais peut-être vous perdre le live, hein, désolé. But it's also interesting. Before it was only for car.
Okay. Maybe we can check if there anyone that.
Pour l'instant, il n'y a personne qui m'a dit. Parce que s'il y a quelqu'un qui est intéressé pour parler du changement qu'il a vécu dans Paris, n'hésitez pas. Hein. Mais effectivement, pour l'instant, on n'a pas eu grand monde. Il y a Richard qui est derrière. If you want, you can speak to Richard because he also sees a change in Paris. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, we just ask if anyone is up to
Yeah.
it.
So you see, it's crazy the number of people who are making sports there or walking there.
It's so beautiful, yeah.
Alors c'est pas des touristes, c'est des journalistes, enfin un journaliste, Miguel qui est journaliste pour la télévision allemande. Someone say they are so lucky the tourists to meet you. I say no, it's not tourists. They are not here for vacation. Maybe someday for vacation, but
If I was tourist, I would come when it's warmer.
yeah.
In my home, it's like 25 degrees now.
Oh, you can see a little bit of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh yes.
Thanks.
Valeria, la Torre Eiffel, ¿la ves? La Torre Eiffel. ¿Has visto?
And that is the oldest bridge in... C'est Pont-Neuf ça?
Oui, c'est le pont neuf.
Yeah, the oldest bridge in Paris, Pont-Neuf. It was covered...
Okay, nice.
And it was covered by Christo. You know Christo who put something on the Arc de Triomphe?
Pour remonter là, on va arriver
Ouais.
un peu au niveau de la Samaritaine.
Ok, on va faire ça, ouais. Ah yeah, I can show you the Samaritan, tout à fait. On en parle à cause de toutes les pistes cyclables. J'ai rallongé mon parcours vélo. Faut qu'il
Very
court.
close by the river. Yeah.
come back in summer.
Yes, I know.
Ok, donc là on va remonter. C'est vrai que c'est un petit peu. But I want to show him the tunnel, Richard. I want to show you the tunnel.
Okay.
Because it's something like you can see something is happening. Something is very different than before with this tunnel. What is happening? You lost something? Oh shit! Anyway, like if you don't get something, you can have the sound on the live.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because I tell you the quality I have, it's pretty close to a good mic. So. Ah, on a une chanteuse. Ah non, d'accord. Je vois qu'elle chantait, non, juste au téléphone. Donc là, c'est le gros test. On va voir si on arrive à passer sous le tunnel. Je suis très curieux. On verra bien.
Ça c'est la vie de tous les jours.
Oui, moi j'utilise une Gopro 7 Black qui est d'ailleurs sur mon torse. J'ai rajouté une mousse autour pour éviter d'avoir le vent. Comme ça, vous entendez uniquement ma voix et que ça ait une qualité assez agréable. D'ailleurs, vous pouvez voir tout mon setting sur une vidéo YouTube que j'avais fait où je parlais de ma manière de shooter. Mais je pense que j'en referai une spécialement sur mon équipement Twitch pour expliquer comment je fais des Twitch, enfin des lives à l'extérieur. Donc j'en reparlerai prochainement bientôt. J'ai trop faim, il va falloir que je trouve quelque chose à manger, je commence à creuser la dalle. Ah merci Seb pour la vidéo. Seb, c'est le modo qui trouve tout. Ah bah écoute, n'hésite pas à laisser un pourboire, ça aidera à faire avancer l'objectif pour Lyon, avec plaisir. Comment ça Hidalgo, stop ou encore? Je comprends pas la question. Bienvenue à Iko Gnitomada. Alors pour les nouveaux qui arrivent, vous pouvez... Ah oui, merci pour le lien du type, Seb. Pour ceux qui viennent d'arriver ou qui arrivent entre temps, quand vous joignez la chaîne, vous avez obtenu des points de chaîne, les altimètres, qui vous permettent de créer des actions avec moi. Alors aujourd'hui, je ne vais pas trop les utiliser, mais dans les lives où je roule tout seul, je les utilise beaucoup. Ça me permet d'avoir une interaction directe avec vous. Vous pouvez me dire d'aller à gauche, à droite, à un endroit en particulier, de m'arrêter, de parler anglais, etc. Donc, aujourd'hui en particulier, je suis avec un journaliste de la télé allemande qui va réaliser un sujet sur Paris. Donc pendant toute la journée, je vais lui présenter les nouveaux aménagements de Paris. Donc c'est vrai qu'il n'y a pas énormément d'interaction avec vous, mais vous pouvez poser des questions, vous pouvez interagir. Donc n'hésitez pas. Ok, let's go.
You tell me a bit in advance when the tunnel is coming.
What?
You tell me a little bit in advance
Okay.
when the tunnel is coming.
Okay,
so
okay,
we
okay.
Get ready.
So you just have to tell me when you are
That's the tunnel? There?
in front. No, it's a huge one. You are gonna to see. Yeah. I think you are gonna to be. Ah, okay, fine. It's
Yeah,
the
but
tunnel.
you tell me a little bit in advance.
Okay.
So you start talking before
Yeah.
the tunnel arrives. You're gonna be
So
there.
now, okay. So here is still.
How we
I don't know.
The tunnel is that one?
We continue and it's gonna to be the tunnel in few seconds.
Ah, okay, then we start talking already.
Okay. So here,
After this.
okay.
1 second, I will tell you.
Here it's a very nice place to.
1, 2, okay, now.
So there is still a place where before you have car, not open a bit there on the thing, close the tunnel to the circulation, so now you can ride bike inside, and it's huge place, and it's very nice to ride there because there are no bike and you feel pretty safe to ride there.
You said no bike, but you want to car.
Sorry. Okay, so here it's very nice because there are no car, only bike riding. Very nice thing. You are
wonderful idea. We could spend the whole day doing things we've never done before. We'll take turns. Something you've never done, and me. Because I can't really think of anything I've never done.
It's Je suis impressionné que le live tienne du coup. Still internet, so I can continue to shoot. À première vue, ça fonctionne encore. Merci beaucoup pour le pourboire. Et oui, si vous choisissez une plateforme, Utip, c'est quand même vachement mieux parce qu'ils prennent moins de sous que Tipeee. Tipeee, ils braquent. Hein. Sorry? Cyclo? I don't get it.
Ah, there was a painting there.
Oh. So you here? Hey! Oh!
So nice.
It's crazy, the sound. Oh, a bike, yes. So cool there. I love it.
This is gonna be a good part.
And the good thing is la connexion tient. C'est impressionnant.
Yeah, so then we can make a time lapse with your camera.
Yeah.
From all the
Yeah. Oh, my camera cut in the middle, but I can try to. I reload very quick, so maybe we don't see that. But the problem is, I think we are gonna have to see my hand. We are moving all the time. Et voilà, on est à la fin du tunnel. Ouh. Et bienvenue à Alpha 93. So here we are on the quai des Tuileries. Ah, ça n'a pas tenu du coup. Attendez, dites-moi, ça a tenu dans le tunnel ou pas? Oh, c'est quoi ce délire? What is that? Oh, interesting. C'est bizarre, je sais pas ce que c'est que ça. It's completely new. This device in front. All of that. I don't know what is it. I will ask to Richard if you know.
So many devices there. What is this one? This one?
Non, c'est Richard. Tu sais ce que c'est tout ça là? Ça a l'air d'être nouveau.
Pardon?
Tout ça, ça a l'air d'être nouveau cet aménagement là avec les. avec les blocs au milieu, tous les trucs.
Oui, bon, c'est pour... c'est juste pour mieux filtrer l'accès et pour
Ok.
pouvoir ouvrir un peu plus les grilles.
Ah oui, d'accord, ils vont ouvrir les grilles là-bas?
De façon à
Ah,
avoir
oui.
un port rétractable qui
D'accord.
permettent l'accès des véhicules qui ont le droit.
Okay, so it's very interesting. It's just because they are gonna to remove the fence we are blocking. You see now we are only passing by one lane on the side, but they are gonna to remove all of the fence, and they have to put that because maybe some car can go inside the tunnel and they don't want.
Okay.
So they put all of this protection before. That's why. Donc c'est pour les, it's for security, like that they can access to the tunnel if someone fall inside or, because now it's a bit.
1 second.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna turn this off.
Okay.
They have a lot of rooms that are closed. No.
Oh, this is not.
It is open.
Yeah, someone said for emergency vehicle.
It is the same with blue.
Yeah, because if there is a bike crashing or something, an ambulance has to be able to go in, for example.
Okay, we almost arrived to Rivoli and after we can have a break.
Okay, perfect.
Rooms and
Okay.
Okay, nice. So we just continue straight and after we are gonna to arrive to Rivoli.
Perfect.
And even me, I start to get cold from my foot. So here they add this thing, this green stuff there. It's pretty new.
Pretty new, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a few years, but they created this bicycle lane. Before there was nothing here.
Okay. Then this we can say it's very interesting as well. And what do you can explain that they created not so long ago, and then maybe you can try to explain what it's for, what's the feeling.
That was designed before Rivoli here, because they want to create a space you can follow la Seine for bike, but after they also do the modification on Rivoli we are gonna to see.
Okay. So now you can talk precisely about this.
Yeah, they also add some green stuff here to like make a nice separation between car and the bicycle. Like that you can feel more secure. You are aside from the traffic.
Okay. Can you say one more time? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know to...
Yeah, just to say that they created some green spaces. It was perfect what you said.
Okay. So here they create this bicycle lane on a side. They put a little place for vegetables to make a nice separation between motorcycle and cyclists. You can feel more comfortable in this place now.
Okay, perfect.
And we are gonna try to arrive to one of the most nightmare place for bike.
Yes.
So you have a way now to pass under. That is very nice. Again, they create this place for avoiding this horrible place on the top. But we are going to the horrible place. So the tunnel, it's the same thing we have before. And it's going directly to the Champs-Élysées, this tunnel.
Okay.
It's going, it have a direct connection to Champs-Élysées, who is just here. And that here, it's La Concorde. You can see it's under renovation just there, La Concorde, with a big obelisk.
It's a pity. Yeah, I was here. Here we were with the cyclists.
Yeah.
For all
So
teams.
here it's Assemblée Nationale, who is also under renovation. Yeah. And you don't have really a nice connection between this place and there.
Okay.
That is pretty bad there. But anyway, we are going back to Rivoli now.
Okay, perfect.
And there we can walk a little bit because it's pretty new to the design. J'ai presque loupé le réaménagement. On va parler un tout petit peu du réaménagement qu'il y a eu ici. Mais on va voir qu'il n'est pas encore complètement parfait. So all of that this bicycle lane is only a few months ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, on this bridge.
That's very good.
Because this bridge was something for only car. All of this area was only for car before. Ok, Edouard. Bah écoute, merci d'être passé pour le live. Ok, ça pousse fort là. Bon bah c'était la Concorde. À chaque fois la Concorde c'est ça quoi. Je sais pas quel signe il fait mais ça n'a pas l'air d'être très content. So that is la Concorde. Oh là là, il y a le scooter qui passe juste à droite. Yeah, always there. It's a nightmare.
Doesn't happen with cyclists also.
It's all the time like that. All the time it's fighting on this place. Ok, est-ce qu'on peut y aller? Toujours pas. Ok, we are gonna we wait. It's gonna to be green. Ok, perfect. So all of this place it's pretty new. Before it was yellow. The yellow stuff they put all around and they remove the yellow stuff and they finally put that.
Okay.
They remove one lane before.
So it goes for cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you have 3 lanes for car on every side. Now you have only 2 lanes. I think it's good enough. 2 lanes.
Okay.
And they put 1 lane very large for bike on one direction.
That's very good.
Yeah. On every side, and they also put a little block here, protection for bike. That is pretty interesting. Over there you can see the one in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
That is protecting the angle. Yeah. And also one here.
Otherwise the cars would go.
Yeah, like that. When car turn, they are not shooting the cyclists who pass there.
Okay, let's do it.
Gona. Ah ok, I see. Merci le chat pour les corrections. Going to. Ok.
So let's make one shot.
Okay,
here.
yeah.
So you explain very shortly
Yeah.
that there is there was no bike here, now there is one bike, and then you tell me about this, and then we are good. So here, okay, and you can see the Eiffel Tower, so it's perfect. Yes.
So here you can see a new bicycle lane they just create. Before it was yellow stuff, they remove and they change by this permanent bicycle lane, and they also put little protection here on the angle to protect bike when cars are turning, like that they are not turning on bikes.
Good.
Okay.
Perfect. Let's try one more time to have 2. Are we sure?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, can you go a little bit more there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
okay, now.
So here you can see a new bicycle lane were created, and you can see on the edge a little protection for the bikes. It helps to prevent cars who are turning to hit bicycle.
Let's try to go a little bit more in detail about this. That you say that the
the yellow stuff before.
There is it's big for bikes.
Okay.
And how long ago was created?
2 months ago, I think.
So this you can see also.
Yeah.
1, 2, go.
So here you can see a new bicycle lane we create for replacing the yellow stuff we are creating before for coronavirus. So the I'm sorry, I'm getting lost.
No problem.
So I start again?
Yes.
So here you can see a new bicycle lane we create because they replace the yellow stuff they put before when they add new structure for coronavirus. And you can see also they change a little bit this area to add new protection for bikes that protect for cars who are turning, that prevent to hit them. Anyway.
It was good.
Okay.
It was good.
Yeah.
We have missed a little. I think you didn't say that it was like very recent.
Yeah.
If we say that this was like
sure?
2 months ago.
Oh,
and,
fine. Yeah, I don't say that.
Yeah, and maybe you can say that before there were 3 lights for car and now there's 2 for cars and 1 for bike.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
okay.
it's perfect. Now this just explained perfectly. And we saw the.
So once more?
Yeah, one more.
Okay, fine.
Let's wait for bikes to come because then we can see.
So one is coming, so I think you can.
Okay, perfect. Let's do it.
So here you can see a new bicycle lane we are creating a few months ago, because before it was only yellow stuff there, and they remove 1 lane for car on every side to add this new protection for bikes. They can ride safely there and they can go to the intersection. They are also protected by little stuff. You can see the white one that prevent car to turn on the bicycle. Oh, why?
Because it's good when you say that, but when there are bikes passing.
Oh, I see.
You know?
Oh, it's pretty not. Maybe you are gonna have that. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, in the previous one we had it was perfect.
Okay, fine. But you can. Okay, fine. I will try again.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So here you can see a new bicycle lane before. So here they create a few months ago a new bicycle lane for removing the yellow stuff they put before, and it's. Oh, sorry, I get lost in my thing.
No problem.
Okay, I will just raise the bus pass.
Yes, because otherwise you cannot see the.
But it's pretty complicated once you are doing again. It's really not my way to work. Every time I'm doing new, I'm speaking to the previous one. I'm trying to add new.
It's fine. Yeah, just.
Yeah. I'm not very super comfortable with, but.
No, you're really good, man. Yeah, it's super good.
Okay.
I'm just very perfectionist, but it's very good.
Yeah.
And it's always good to have few shots because then you don't know if there was a mistake in the sound or something.
But like I tell when I speak to journalists, usually I write my script like that. I exactly know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
It's easier when I'm behind my screen. I can write everything. So don't waste. Don't forget anything.
Totally.
I can work on a week on the script on everything. I'm reading again and see. Okay, fine.
Let's
Okay. Okay, fine. This one is in the wrong direction. Okay, fine. So here you can see a new bicycle lane creating a few months ago. Before it was only yellow stuff there, and finally they remove 1 lane for car for creating a nice protection. And you can see they also add here a little protection on the side to prevent cars who want to turn to like have an accident with a cyclist.
Wonderful. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
So at the end we can go to Rivoli. À bientôt Mar Selec, et merci beaucoup d'être passé, d'avoir donné un petit tips. Ça fait vraiment très plaisir. Merci beaucoup. Salut Oulen. Donc là je suis de retour. Pour ceux qui n'avaient pas suivi, je suis avec un journaliste en ce moment. On est en train de parler des nouveaux aménagements qu'il y a à Paris. On va aller refaire un tour à Rivoli pour montrer ça. Et après on va essayer de trouver un petit spot tranquille pour pouvoir casser la croûte parce que je commence à être à sec là. Ok.
Allez.
Yeah, let's go. That was great, but one more time. C'est ça, hein. Généralement quand j'enregistre je fais la même chose, je fais plusieurs shots, comme ça tu pourras toujours garder le meilleur. Bienvenue à Darkus. Oh, moi j'espère que vous aimez bien pour l'instant le stream. Et si vous avez des suggestions, des endroits où vous voulez aller, vous n'hésitez surtout pas. Non mais c'est complètement... Oh, so we continue and we want to... Thank you. So you see sometimes the cyclists are in the wrong way. It's quite understandable. I completely understand why they do that, the cyclists. Because over the bridge you have a connection with another bicycle lane, and imagine you want to go on the left side, you have to go completely on the other side, go on the bicycle lane and cross again. So I completely understand they do that, but it's because you have a connection between a double cycle lane and it's become only one cycle lane and again a double bicycle lane. So they miss the point of the connection. So sometimes it's because they're creating double lane bicycle, it's creating a mistake. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's only one lane, this problem is not happen at all. So they have to choose. They create only double lane or only one lane, but they can mix.
You should be the cycling deputy of the council. You should become the cycling.
I start to like, it's just because I study that a lot. Before in my study I was in the I don't know what to say in English, but in the construction. I make studies into the construction, so I have to read a lot of documentation to know how build stuff.
That's good.
And so now when I get interested by the bicycle lane, the first thing I do is I read a lot of documentation to know how it's working, why you have to make these choices, why it's better to make these choices. And now I try to explain all of that in my video. To explain in the very easy way, because sometimes in the documentation it's super annoying to read because you have hundreds of pages who are speaking about the same thing but in a different way. So it's also why I do my video, to explain to everyone that is okay, but you can do better. So here we are gonna to see that, stop there a little bit. It's one of the first street for bike. It's called VÉLO.
But this is new or
this is new, completely new. Yeah, few months again. Ah oui, désolé, effectivement, si vous comprenez pas ce qui se passe, c'est que des fois je parle en anglais. Et donc je suis en train de montrer à des journalistes étrangers l'évolution de Paris, les changements qu'il y a eu à Paris. Could you take the most crowded? It depends if the most crowded for the bicycle or for the car, because we already passed in Sebastopol. It was the most crowded bike. Bienvenue à Omesao. Effectivement, s'il y a des choses que vous comprenez pas, n'hésitez pas à poser les questions dans le chat si vous comprenez pas ce que je suis en train de raconter, il n'y a pas de souci. Et puis en plus, c'est un petit peu désolé pour mon anglais, hein. C'est pas un anglais qui est parfait.
all right.
Yeah. So here you can see.
Wait.
Okay.
1, 2, go.
Okay. So here you can see a vélorue. That means it's a street where bicycle can ride in the middle of the road and car don't have the right to pass them. They have to stay behind the bike.
Great. One more time.
Okay.
Yes.
So here it's called vélorue. That means street where bike.
But it's very important you tell me that is the first one, no?
That I think it's I think it's the first one. I don't. Yeah,
Okay,
I
well,
think it's the
then
first one.
And you can see that it was
It's
created
a very few.
few months ago,
yeah,
like very new.
exactly. Yeah.
It's very important. Okay.
Okay. So here you can see a Vélorue. It's something we're creating in a very few. Sorry, I will start again. Something who was created. It's okay in English. Who was created?
What?
Like I mean something who was creating a very few time ago. It's okay in English.
I don't understand.
Okay, that means it's not a good English.
No, really not. I was trying to think about it.
Yeah. I just want to say something who get created a few time ago. It's okay like that?
You can just say that it was very new. Created.
Oh, okay, it's very new. Okay.
Very new,
It's okay. It's very new. Fine.
The more simple, the better.
Yeah.
People can
Perfect.
understand. Yeah.
Okay, it's very new. Okay.
Yeah, it's very new.
Yeah.
And, yeah. Let's wait for the red light so we have better sound.
Yep. Bienvenue à Imeideo.
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
1, 2, go.
So here you can see a Vélorue. It's something very new in Paris. And it's a place, it's a street, the car
Let's
up.
start again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here you can see it's a Vélorue. It's something very new in Paris, and here the car have to stay behind the bikes. They don't have the right to pass them. They have to wait and continue just behind them. It's make the riding more safe. It's okay, just before the traffic.
That's perfect. It
Okay.
would be great if we could see it, but there are not many people passing here.
No, not many, because I think it's, I'm not sure you can turn on the right by, I'm not sure you have
there was one small car passing before.
Yeah, I'm not sure here you have the right to turn. I will check to be sure. Let's see. No, it's okay. Oh, ça passe juste, hein. Yeah, because I think it's just not very interesting to pass there anyway. It's only bike now who pass there. And you see, bike are riding in the middle, not stucking on the right.
Totally. It's very good.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Okay, and after so we have Rivoli. Okay.
Good. Okay.
So where are they?
Hello.
Oh, disappear.
Disappear, yeah. Oh, this would be interesting if they were right now. So he has to stay behind the bikes.
Yeah, you have to stay behind.
Good. We have the shot.
Yeah. But of course you can see he's pushing a little bit for passing in front because it's very new. It's I explained that in a previous video for SAS Vélo. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, this is what I found you.
Oh, okay. Oh, this video?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
funny.
very nice video.
Okay. Because I don't think it can be a huge video, this one, SAS Vélo.
Yes. Very nice.
Okay. But where are they? So we continue in Rivoli?
SAS Vélo, no. I met you in the...
No, you met me in C News.
No, there was a YouTube video of something bikes.
Yeah.
That the guy was around Paris by bike, and he said, "Thank you to." And he mentioned you for showing him the city.
Not just bikes. Yeah, we're speaking
this
with
one.
me.
This
yeah,
one
yeah,
I met you. This one I met you.
Yeah, of course, he make a super big one.
And this was very big.
C'est pourquoi Seb la console invite. C'est pourquoi la console, je connais pas. Il travaille. So someone asked for what media are you working for?
It's Deutsche Welle.
Deutsche Welle?
Yeah, it's the main German TV public
Okay,
TV.
I don't know. Of course, because I don't watch
Yeah, but this is quite popular. You go to the airports sometimes. You know the
okay.
the TVs on the airports with the news.
Okay,
Some
it's
Deutsche
the
Welle.
German.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine. So we can continue to Rivoli and go into Châtelet to find some place to just
That would be great.
chill a little bit, like for it or getting hot. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Merci Maurice, ouais. Ouais, n'hésitez pas hein, si vous avez des questions. Et donc là vous voyez un petit peu comment ça se passe dans les coulisses, comment on construit un sujet, comment on échange ensemble. C'est généralement très, comment dire, très naturel. Il n'y a pas de superflu, en tout cas quand les journalistes travaillent avec moi, c'est toujours très naturel. Hop, so we go on the left, yeah. And let's go to eat and get hot. Yeah. So, oh attends, on va s'arrêter pour le montrer.
Pour les trucs de son, si les gens en ont, c'est vraiment tout ce qui tourne autour de la vie du quart d'heure. Pas des pistes en particulier.
Yeah.
So here it's super new again.
Okay.
You can see the black stuff. Before it was yellow.
Ah,
That means no, it's gonna to stay like that.
Okay.
All of this place it's for bike now.
Wow, very nice.
You see it's super huge. It's quite of 12-meter size, something like that.
Good. This you are gonna do like a move.
Yeah,
So you tell me.
yeah. So when you are ready,
Okay. Let's be
Yeah.
moving, and I told you when to
Yeah.
start. But wait, I have to go on your right.
oh sorry.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So here you can see the black stuff on the side. Mean this place it's. Oh, I will maybe do again.
Yeah.
So here we are in Rivoli, and you can see now all of this place it's for riding by bike. Before it was car everywhere, and they start by adding this little lane, and after they expand to this place. So now it's a very nice place to ride.
Very good. That was awesome.
I didn't speak about this side, belongs to the car.
Ah, okay. Wow, so many.
Oh, yeah.
My God. You must be the or something.
Yeah, et il se passe quelque chose là. I think it's for... Wow, it's crazy.
So many.
Look like empty inside. Yeah, it's empty inside, nobody. Strange. Yeah, maybe it's for getting some people. Assemblée nationale, ah, maybe. Someone say maybe they go to Assemblée nationale.
Okay, yeah, that's probably yes.
Yeah. So on the left, it's only now for public transportation and taxi.
Okay,
That's all.
super good.
Yeah. And you can also, of course, if you live there, use this place. You can ride by car here if you live there, and you can make delivery.
Okay.
But the other car are not allowed to ride there.
Also
Yeah.
on this street?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this you
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's do one more.
It's why I tell you, yeah.
Let me be on your right.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. So here you can see. Okay. So here you can see on the road, only taxi can ride here, on people who make delivery or people who live there, or bus, but not just You can just pass there, buy your car if you are not having any business on this street. I don't know if it's clear to say in this way.
Yeah, let's do one more time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here on the side, it's just for taxi, bus, or people who make delivery, or people who live there. The others don't have the right to ride there.
Good, very good.
It's more like efficient.
Okay. So I guess you have a very then to share the Twitch video. It's very large, the video.
What do you mean?
The video that we are filming today.
Yeah.
Probably very large, no?
Oh, I can make 7 hour, 8 hour.
But I mean
without stop.
The file is very big.
Yeah, I have a very big data inside.
Okay,
I have I don't know many gigabits, but
Okay.
a very huge one. It's card.
Okay.
On the Twitch, don't make any limitation.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That's so good.
You can. I think my bigger one is 7 hours without stopping.
Wow.
So I just do 7 hours of live without stop. On
Wow.
YouTube, don't really appreciate when I push the video on. It's like, my God, stop to do that. Like, I have to process that stuff, and yeah, it's really different than YouTube, because here, il y a des there are some people who come, they just watch for 15 minutes. Some can watch for 1 hour, some can watch for 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it's very different on Twitch.
Okay.
Everyone can join and live, and you can see it's at the end of the video it can be 4,000 of you.
Wow.
So that means in average you have 4,000 of people who come and live to watch.
That's
But
so nice.
in average you have here 150 people who are watching in average.
Okay. That's so interesting.
Donc ici, voilà, on arrive à Rivoli. On va aller à Châtelet à gauche. Donc là, c'est Opéra. On the left, it's Opéra. It's a nice sushi shop place. Oh, and it's red, so we have to stop. And you see they finish here to build. Now it's only black stuff. Before all of that was yellow.
Okay. So if we find any yellow by chance, we can make something there.
Yeah, you can speak about that. Mais Rivoli, it's pen now. It's now completely. I was not expecting they're gonna to keep all of this space only for bike. It's crazy. And when I'm like show that to not just bikes, it gets crazy. It gets, what the fuck, dude?
This is amazing.
It's so huge, this place.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I can't imagine all of these places are gonna to belong to the bike. So here we just have to. We can go now. Yeah. And even the pedestrian gets free. Oh, and you can see the Louvre here. The triangle of the Louvre.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to shoot that.
Okay, I have more days.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do
yeah.
that there.
Ok. Oh là là, il commence à faire vraiment froid. On va essayer je vais caler de ouf. Ok, good. Ok, good. Ah, lag, ok. Bah, ça devrait revenir à chaque fois. Ici, ça lag un petit peu, ouais. Il y a un peu de perte de connexion et puis ça revient. Je sais pas pourquoi. Ça risque même de couper un petit peu plus loin. Il y a des endroits où la connexion n'est pas top. proche du Louvre. So now, oh, il est loin derrière. Je commence à parler. Ah, intéressant. Ouais, je vais rajouter ça. So now you can see the yellow stuff.
Oh, great.
You see, Rivoli, it's not finished yet. You have the here the junction with the before, the new and the before. Le Brompton. So before it was like that everywhere, yellow. No, I think I would just take. Je vais juste prendre un petit sandwich. Hein. And here you have Samaritan, and this one just they make a lot of work inside. I know it's beautiful. On your day off you can go inside to check. Really recommend you, even if you don't buy anything, it's just great to see inside here. Ouais, je prends exactement. Hein, si vous connaissez une place où on peut prendre à emporter et puis après s'arrêter au chaud, je valide. Peut-être dans le forum des Halles, mais je suis pas sûr d'avoir du réseau. So here you can see outside, it's an artist place.
Oh, nice. Mira, Valeria, aquí hay una galería de arte fuera. Mira, mira la fachada del edificio. Mira, a la derecha.
Très bizarre ce bâtiment. Very funny.
Wow.
It's artists who live there and they just do their stuff outside.
That's so nice.
Not everyone are sitting like you. It's so nice. Some very find that like it's a mess.
I wish all sit like this.
Very fun. Et bienvenue à Towam Mido. So we can go on the left. Next we are gonna to turn. So like that we can find something here. Yeah, you can just put the bike here. Here. Yeah, just inside the station. You have one place here and oh, maybe not two places. Oh, only one place. Shit. Ok. Où est l'autre station? Ah, ok. And you have another station on the right.
In the small
On the
street,
small
left.
street, I will show you.
It's all full?
Yeah, I will show you the other one. Alors, ouais, ça c'est aussi le problème quand on prend des Vélib. Je me rappelle plus, allez à la station. Est-ce qu'il y a de la place? Suspense. Oh merde. Oh oui, il y a une place ici. Oh. Ah. Yeah. I think it's the last one.
Yes, we are lucky.
So annoying. Comment ça, le panneau pub avec la cam, j'ai pas vu. Okay, perfect. Don't let anything inside in case of. It's fine? Okay, perfect. So no, here it's good. It's a lot of place everywhere. We can buy stuff. You're here, boulangerie.
Perfect. Anyway, it's nice.
Yeah, just make a little stop.
Yeah.
So you tell me when you want to stop.
No, you tell me, great. We are fine. Just any place we can be inside for a little bit.
I have no idea, but
So she can keep up.
oh my god,
Even here, can we send?
what the fuck?
T'as pas vu Ratatouille?
Oh là là, c'est les ratatouilles.
Mais non, mais dans le film Ratatouille, il montre une reproduction de ce magasin qui est un magasin qui tue les rats. Et dans le film, le père de Rémi, le grand héros du film,
Oh my
montre
God.
que les humains sont
Enjoy.
mauvais avec tout ça.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
Je vais me prendre un ban Twitch. Oh my god, I have only 8% of battery. I have to unplug battery.
Wow, this is great.
Oh my god, first time I see this stuff. So strange.
This is really crazy. My goodness. These girls.
Ouais, je pense que le froid il a bien tué la batterie. D'un coup, elle est passée de 80 à 20. J'ai pas compris. Il y a un petit problème. Heureusement que j'ai la batterie de secours. Ok, nickel. Ok. So I don't know. Tu connais une place, Richard, un endroit sympa ici?
Il y a le resto sud-ouest là-bas.
Parce que le problème c'est que moi j'ai pas pris d'antivol, j'ai pas pensé.
On va trouver un endroit avec une terrasse
Ouais.
qui les accueille.
Ouais.
C'est un peu compliqué.
Là-bas c'est vrai que j'en connais un, mais la terrasse elle est pas... Il y a l'excuse, mais je sais pas franchement si tu en connais un.
Fermé.
Ah sinon il y a, il y a la chaîne, comment ça s'appelle
Il y a le crève là à gauche.
comment elle s'appelle la chaîne de burger là, juste à droite. Dinner, HD Dinner.
Ah, ouais.
Ouais, c'est vrai que moi j'aime bien.
Il y avait le restaurant qui a été conseillé par Rustine, je ne sais plus comment ça s'appelle, sur le boulevard Sébastopol. Eux, ils ont une terrasse. Et avec un peu de chance, ils connaissent Rustine.
Ah ok.
Je sais pas.
Comment ça, et fais attention les 14h, qu'est-ce qui se passe à 14h dans les restos? Il y a du monde.
Service.
Ah, fin du service? Merde.
À un moment, ils ferment la cuisine pour l'après-midi jusqu'au soir.
Ah merde.
J'avoue ne plus trop connaître ce quartier.
Oh.
Et,
And be careful to this guy. If someone asks you to sign something on the street, it's a scam.
Yeah,
He's gonna to ask you some money just after you sing.
really.
So this guy just gets scammed. Pretty bad for him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a pity because nowadays you can't trust anyone that comes talk to you street?
Not really. It's
Many
more
times.
people who are asking something. It's
Mostly.
just
You have the same scam in Rome and Madrid.
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
say
yeah.
that here. I say that it's a pity that you cannot trust people in the street. Because then, if like in Madrid, for example, there are these guys that I see them a million times. And they ask people, like, oh,
yeah, I lost
I'm
something, or I
missing a
don't know.
train, I'm
Yeah,
missing a
yeah,
train, you know? And it's
Oh,
a
maybe
pity.
there on the Five Guy. Yeah, let's
It's a
do
pity,
Five
it's
Guy.
a pity
Perfect.
because if
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
if sometimes you really want to help somebody,
Yeah.
you will not believe him, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty sure. Yeah, of course. It's fine for you, Five Guys.
We prefer something French. If it's
Oh,
possible, but,
okay. So you choose. You choose.
No, anything at all.
No, no, no. Don't tell me anything. I will finish in Burger King.
No, please. They opened one in my town and I was fighting against it.
Like, choose a place.
Quite a small bar.
It's not me who choose. You do your stuff. I follow you.
So small.
I used to know them 6 months ago. So
Merci, Different Intelligence.
We are near the bar. No, near. No.
It's like I tell you, you choose because me in last live I finished in Burger King and that was
last
very
live.
funny. Yeah, and like a subscriber just recognized me into the Burger King. I say, oh Altis, it's you. Why you come there?
No, shit.
So fun.
Very beautiful. This.
Ouais, donc pour l'instant, pour les personnes qui rejoindraient, là je suis avec Miguel et Valeria. Valeria?
Valeria.
Valeria.
Oh, Valerie.
Okay. Yeah, Valerie. It's in the
Valerie
French
is
version.
more French.
Yeah. Et on est en train de présenter Paris pour donc une télévision allemande. Le journaliste Miguel travaille pour cette télévision. Et donc là, ils ont accepté de filmer en off, filmer tout le making-of en live. Donc on est en train de faire ça un petit peu toute la journée. Là, pour bien vu, la batterie tient bien. Et donc vous voyez un petit peu toutes les coulisses là, qui sont en train de se passer. Donc ça se passe comme ça, un shooting. Enfin un shooting. Un enregistrement. Et bienvenue à VÉLO Pro Ténaz. J'y suis arrivé. Yeah, of course here. Oh, that is very interesting. Maybe it can be interesting too. It's la canopée. La canopée. It's like, I don't know if you know, in forest in Amazonie, you have all of the tree around you. And they want to reproduce that here. So it's called la canopée. And in the middle, you can see the thing just in the middle. It's for the water. So on the roof, there's the water who come in the middle, and after it's creating a big fountain at the end. It's very nice.
In summer or spring.
Yeah, and that is pretty new, this thing.
It's Leale.
Leal, exactly. Yeah, that is from Leal. And under you have a lot of space for shop. And it's also a very huge train station here. Different, c'est toujours comme ça ici. Hein. Bon, des fois il fait beau, mais bon, aujourd'hui il caille. Oh, j'ai pris mes gants en plus. Donc c'est caille. Qu'est-ce que tu fais ici d'ailleurs? T'es pas en train de faire de live toi? Et d'ailleurs, c'est quand tu veux, on peut parler de comment j'ai réalisé le settings pour que ça tourne. Et à ce propos, j'ai rajouté là des nouvelles choses sur la map qui va peut-être t'intéresser. C'est qu'on peut rajouter, enfin tu peux rajouter des localisations. J'ai expliqué dans la bio toutes les commandes pour pouvoir contrôler la map. On peut zoomer, dézoomer la map et on peut rajouter des nouveaux points ou des éléments à l'intérieur de celle-ci. Donc ça veut dire qu'il y a une connexion entre la map et l'extérieur. Oh, I never see that. Oh, God, so strange.
Did you see that?
Yeah, like the bugs. It's the first time I see that.
It's wonderful.
Yes, I find that so strange.
Oh, it means
You also have in Paris a lot of Space Invader. You can see the red one on the top of the street.
Oh,
That is
wow.
that is an artist who created that. So, the red one.
Ah,
This-
Yes, it's one artist.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
it-
him, but I don't remember what.
Space Invader.
Space.
Yeah, Space
yeah.
Invader.
Space Invader.
You have a lot of like that, and you also have a game. You can find them, chase them to find them all.
I saw so much. I really think 5 like this. Do you see one documentary film about street art? They are all street art now actually street art, and he appears there.
Oh, okay.
It's very interesting.
So I don't know where he's gonna to lead us. Ah ok, on se rapproche de Châtelet là. Là c'était le forum des Halles. I'm getting lost. Où tu nous emmènes, Richard? Richard? Où est-ce que tu nous emmènes?
Pour l'instant, je ne sais pas trop parce que les propriétaires ont dû changer.
Ah,
On peut demander,
ouais.
on peut demander sur la droite.
Vas-y, vas-y.
La droite, ça
Non, ici ça a l'air bien là, on peut s'arrêter là. Parce que sinon on va jamais s'arrêter hein.
Le rhinocéros, ils ont mis la place sur leur terrasse.
Ah ok, bah vas-y alors.
Je les connais plus.
Mais c'est pas grave si tu les connais. Ok, c'est bien ce qu'ils font ici ou pas?
Entrée plat dessert 18 €, entrée plat ou plat dessert 15, plat
Ok.
13.
Bon, ça m'a l'air faire. Ok.
Les fruits à la cuisine japonaise, là.
Poulet frit à la japonaise, what the fuck, ok.
Tu vas essayer ici.
Ouais,
la terrasse
peut-être.
est ouverte là.
Et c'est à combien ici les entrées plats? Parce que après moi je suis un youtubeur, je suis pas pété de monnaie. Hein.
Poser ton vélo.
Double, lasagne, coupe de champagne. Ok, coupe de champagne, what the
Là
fuck.
du jour, coquette de bois ligo, on peut pas trouver plus français.
Ok, ok, it looks like very French stuff here.
Yeah, it's
If
okay.
you are... Ok,
Doesn't have to be French, can be anything. It's okay for us.
ok.
That's a place we can.
Attends, je vais demander déjà si on peut encore déjeuner.
Ok.
Mira, pompier, le bœuf, aligot.
Ouais, on est en train de chercher un resto. Je me demande si je coupe le live du coup. Peut-être que je vous reprendrai cet après-midi. Je vais faire une pause ici. Je coupe le live et je referai une autre partie cet après-midi. Donc du coup, je vais chercher une personne à Red et je relancerai vers 15 h. Allez, je cherche une personne à Red. Et je vous dis sûrement à tout à l'heure dans l'après-midi. Je ne ferai pas de notification, on verra. Hop. Et en tout cas, merci pour tous ceux qui sont passés, ça fait super plaisir. Hop, et là, je...
Until 11 p.m. You cannot get your bike on the terrace, but you can get it inside and leave it on the side.
Oh, so cool. Ok, perfect. Ok, je cherche juste une personne à raid et après on y va. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut envoyer? Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un que vous recommandiez? Moi, j'ai pas de chaîne malheureusement. Bienvenue à Virgile. Est-ce que vous pouvez me recommander une chaîne à raid? J'ai dans mes copains, j'ai personne qui est connecté en ce moment.
So,
It's possible to go inside.
Quelqu'un me recommander que du gros streamer? Ouais, on cherche quand même du petit streamer à envoyer. Difit, dans tes potes, t'as pas quelqu'un qui stream? C'est vrai que je m'y prends un petit peu au dernier moment. Merci à Planète Assistance. Que du gros streamer. Ok, bah sinon je coupe comme ça, c'est un petit peu dommage de ne pas envoyer vers du streamer. Ah, ok. Non, mais c'est très bien les sculptures en live, donc on va faire ça. C-N-O-T-B-U-S-H. C-N-O Red, je vais jamais m'en rappeler. C-N-O-B. J'étais sûr, je me rappelle. C-N-O-T-B-U-S-H. C-N-O-T-B-U-S-H. Ok, je crois que je l'ai bon. Nickel. Eh ben, vous n'hésiterez pas à lui faire un coucou de ma part. C'était un plaisir de faire ce petit live ce matin. Je vous reprends peut-être cet après-midi, c'est même pas sûr. Je vous tiendrai informé sur Twitter ou... C'est bon comme ça? Le raid il fonctionne ou pas? almost finished. I just finished Twitch. I have to send, like I tell you, at the end on Twitch, it's sending the viewer to someone else. It's like a television. Okay. When it's finished, you just send the viewer to see someone else.
To who you send it?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just. Oh, it's working. So now it's people are just leave to him. Okay. I just send them. It's fine. Allez, à bientôt tout le monde. Ciao. Okay, now I just have to cut and